those stories you repeat. Your references are dated and your knowledge obsolete, Mr. Grizz. Listening to you makes us all want to lie down in the middle of a busy street. You're repulsive, Mr. Grizz. You have no allure. You're as sexy as a scrotum covered in syphilitic sores, Mr. Grizz. You've got all the sex appeal of a steaming pile of manure. You're a child, Mr. Grizz. Your jokes are juvenile. Anuses and feces are the things that make you smile, Mr. Grizz. You talk more about poop than a compulsive coprophile. Oh, God. Tom, I had no idea you were here.
Josh, you understand, I'm the boss here, and...
Yes.
I write all the checks.
Good point. How about this? You're a genius, Mr. Grizz.
That's better.
You truly are the best.
Very good.
Everyone who knows you should consider themselves blessed, Mr. Griswold, sir.
I like that.
You're an extremely intelligent, wonderfully funny, supreme human being, and that giant penis of yours, well, we're quite impressed.
Why, thank you.
Okay, I'm not kidding. As soon as the introduction music started, Tom got up and almost left the room.
I'm back.
He's back. Is it going to be that kind of day?
There's going to be a lot happening here.
It's the Bob and Tom Show, November 30, 2020.
Now remember, every time you hear someone say Cyber Monday, do a shot and turn your computer off and go buy something from a local store. Okay, back to you.
Good idea.
Hi there, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Hello, Josh.
Hey, Chicky.
Hello, Christy.
Hi, Chick.
Hello, Ace. Chick. Hello, Willie.
Morning, Chick.
And here he is. Hi, Tom.
Just don't say Cyber Monday.
How are you, buddy?
You just did.
You've done it 3 times and no one else has. Hi, Tom. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you very much.
Keto.
Oh, Lord.
And now the Today Show will spend the entire time. Look at this bargain. There are 4 of these available nationwide, and if you act now. They get all these hags out of the closet that have been waiting all year. Oh, I can save you $40. Oh, go to. Sorry.
Didn't expect that.
Well, I'm just driving me crazy every time I turn the TV on.
Got up early yesterday, went to the grocery store. I thought, okay, they have special hour for seniors.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
What time did you go?
7:05.
Was it empty?
No. One lady. I'm guessing her name was Karen. Do you ever go into a grocery store, no matter where you go, it seems like they're right beside you?
Oh, and she's parked in front of the dairy case.
She's standing and looking and figuring out cottage cheese.
Just want the organic half and half, ma'am.
And
get the hell out of the butter's going to be here in 5 minutes. Go
My buddy Josh will back me up on this. I've got a couple guesses as to why I can't stand women in a certain age group, but
Hey.
I just
all of them.
Well, no, you're past that age group.
Okay.
No, I mean I don't know how to get out of that.
No, that's great. I'm happy to hear
I'm
that.
enjoying
Okay.
the show so much.
I got to be very careful what I say about certain age.
Yeah.
Mother. Anyway, good shoplifting. You'd think nobody in there, but boy, I shoplifted up a storm.
Did you?
Oh.
What'd you get?
Please don't do that.
I went out, $91 spent. Got probably $180 worth of merchandise.
Oh, my gosh.
Unbelievable.
Are you feeling it?
Now, that's a bargain.
Oh, gosh, that feeling.
Boy, yeah, you get a little rush when you run out of the car. And
Drive out of the park.
You hear the door shut behind you. Oh, is that?
Is he following?
No, I made it. Woo!
And then as you're close to your car, you hear, excuse me, sir? Yes? You dropped your hat. Thank you.
Oh, a little extra for me. A little extra.
Well, I think it's important we start off the day by saying happy birthday to Alan Sherman.
Hello there.
Oh, boy.
Oh, it's Alan Sherman's birthday,
Did you hear the entire show go scream?
Well, in honor of Alan Sherman's birthday, Godwin's wearing his glasses.
Hello, I look like Sherman.
I want to see Godwin in the what kind of an artist Alan Sherman was. He wore a beanie with a propeller on stage.
Yeah, for a couple songs.
Yeah, a couple. That's the kind of artist we're talking
I think
about here.
Certainly has a song that will last forever
I'd
in the
like
world.
to see Godwin in a beanie and a propeller on the internet. And
Hello Mutta, Hello Fada will
Before the
remain
hour.
a classic,
Before the
I think,
hour's up.
forever.
For you, yes.
Not just for me.
Yep,
I think
just
for
for you.
everyone. I think long
If you would
after
own it.
Living on a Prayer is forgotten, they'll be doing Hello Mutta.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't know either. I mean,
Wait a minute.
I still hear Living on a Prayer every now and again.
No, pick a better song, will you? Do you feel like we do? We'll probably be all
Josh, I can't help but
Don't do
notice you
that.
got your hair cut.
I did, yeah, and I shouldn't make fun of Pat's glasses. I wear virtually the same eyeglasses.
Mine are a little
Yeah,
larger
I
today.
shaved
Except you purchased yours. Pat's wearing Chicks.
Do you? I stole you a new pair.
Thank you, bro. By the way, Christy, how does the back look?
It's very short.
I did it myself.
No.
Did you see the interview yesterday?
Wait.
Tracy Smith interviewed George Clooney. He cuts his own hair.
With a Flowbee, isn't that
I'm
right?
sorry.
Yes, yeah.
Go ahead.
No, we got the absolutely. That went viral so fast.
Yes.
Oh, I hadn't heard it. Okay, cool.
You know, we'll be getting the Flowbee, which is the famous 1970s, 80s television commercial. It was on constantly late at night.
I didn't even know you could buy those anymore.
It's
guess
a
you can.
well, whatever. I imagine if they are available, they'll be flying
Right.
off the shelves today. I did see somewhere that because of COVID, they've had a big comeback because people have been cutting their own hair.
Yeah, because I thought we tried to get one once. Remember, we talked about this before, and we were going to have somebody.
Cut your own hair, Josh?
I did, yeah.
You did?
Yeah, okay.
What did you use?
Clippers. I just full metal jacketed it. I just clippers. Just
I can't-
zero.
Looks good.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Oh, thanks.
Let's see. Take off your headphones. I really can't see.
That is short, yeah.
It's
You know who you
your
kind
beard is your beard longer than your hair? Did you put a different?
the same guard on the clippers for both.
Oh, so kind of like a Chris Martin and Coldplay kind of look.
That's what I was going for. Yeah.
Yes, yes, exactly. And I'll tell you what. Let's take a picture of Chris Martin and a picture of Josh and show it to people. And if anyone makes that
I
comparison,
shouldn't have said a word, Josh. I'm sorry, buddy.
I was going to say more like Alan Sherman.
I have been called Alan Sherman before.
Oh, boy. I
You
don't
look
know what
like
Alan Sherman looks like.
Vincent D'Onofrio in Full Metal
Okay.
Jacket.
Yeah, a little bit.
Private Pile. Yeah.
I love him.
Okay, Willie, I want you to stand up. Look at this picture of Alan Sherman and imagine if without the beard.
Well,
Yes.
Well,
There was in my 20s. I worked at an improv comedy club, and there was a record. There were records all over the wall, comedy records, and Alan Sherman was one of them. And almost every weekend, somebody would go, "You could play Alan Sherman in a biopic."
What were you guys called? The Mixed Nuts?
City Improv. Is what it was called, yeah.
Oh, it wasn't something cutesy like.
No, thankfully, yeah.
Was it easy to hold a staff meeting? Come on, guys, cut it out. Can we have a staff meeting?
Nearly impossible.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. What if we had a staff meeting on the moon? Okay.
Yeah. I know.
What's Mike Birbiglia's tribute to that?
Don't think twice.
Yeah, Don't Think Twice, a really fun movie that Mike made. Although Mike really never was an improv guy, it's about the improv scene. It has some...
And it kind of has a dark edge. I don't know if I'd say
Mike,
it was
it's also
fun.
got a terrific running gag in it involving Mike's character, who's a bit of a douche, and his bedroom and the thing when he has to get into the bed.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It's a great running gag. In any event, it's important today to say special tribute.
Hello, mother. Hello, father.
The great Alan Sherman.
Here I am at
Please stop.
Camp Granada.
Is that one of the first samplings?
It's a parody of a piece of classical music.
Right.
yeah.
Oh, that's right.
But how did they bring him? Of course, Alan Sherman has first call classical musicians in the studio. I would think
There's
they
a
didn't actually
famous
sample
picture
it,
of him.
did
I'm
they?
looking at it right now, where he's doing this with a bassoon and all this other stuff right there in the background. A clarinet.
That's
player.
not how you say that. You say bassoon is what you say.
Yeah,
you don't say bassoon.
It's a bassoon.
It's a bassoon.
No.
Yeah.
You know, Willie and I are friends with the first call bassoon repairman in the world.
Why do you keep dragging me into this?
Who am I talking about?
My old band teacher. He's a great guy.
Mr. Nordby.
Yes, and he is an authority.
Remember we met a guy flew in from Australia, brought his bassoon. I wonder if he played it in one of the Alan Sherman
Yeah, but I think that you're saying it. It's not that we know the guy. It's that it's bassoon. Just say it casually. Bassoon. Just let it go.
Bassoon.
You say bassoon.
Well, which sounds better, bassoon or bassoon, the way you say it?
No one says that.
You weirdo.
Sorry. That's
You
very
say it like you're going to catch some bass soon.
Okay.
Yes.
It's a very difficult instrument to play. The point is, happy birthday to the late Alan Sherman.
Well, so's a bagpipe, but I don't care who's first call, okay?
The point is, happy birthday, Alan
Yeah,
Sherman.
I would think it's probably a little tougher to play the bassoon than the bagpipe.
You think?
That would be my guess. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you got to have that. Now, here's today's word: embouchure.
Oh, great word, yeah.
Yeah, well, I couldn't spell that if you gave me $1,000 and a dictionary.
Dude, if you look it up, it's like it starts with 3 different letters sometimes. You can't tell. Nobody knows how to spell it.
Christy, the embouchure is the way you hold your mouth and your lips when you play some of these instruments.
I'm aware.
Okay, well, very good. How's your
Trumpet
embouchure?
players. Mine, terrible. I was never a
Too much teeth.
flautist.
That's it, Josh. Go down
What
vulgar.
ruins them? Too much
Oh, I'm
teeth?
sorry. Where were you directing it?
Vulgar road. I was hoping one of you clowns would go down there.
I can't imagine.
and save me the effort.
Too much tongue would be a problem, right?
Never.
Never have too much time. Okay, well, we
All
have
right,
to,
fellas?
when we come back, we have to find out how everybody's Thanksgiving was.
Chick, you're looking very George Clooney-esque today. Yes, yes.
Good morning. How are
Yeah.
Is
you?
it because his nipples are sticking through his Batman suit?
Was that
No.
Clooney's problem with Batman? Too much nipple? Is that his deal?
I think the problem was, let's see, the script, the idea, the fact that they've already made the movie 50 times, and the douchebags keep going to see them.
There's some good ones.
There's a Robin in that one, you know.
Boy, is there, yeah.
Chris, what's his name? O'Connell, something like that.
Well, that sounds exciting.
There was I almost sent it
James
to you.
Bond
There's
in the next one, so I
a
didn't-
psychological profile of why grown-ups enjoy superheroes. And everything it said, you lack all of it. That's why you don't like superhero movies.
Okay.
Oh, I'd like to see that list.
Entertained by the dull. Is that one of the factors? Well, let's see. I tell you what.
No, I'd rather hear Alan Sherman and a tribute to him and his birthday than the Avengers next movie. Yes. When
Much
does
more-
that start making sense for you?
Sure, it's the Alan Sherman Wafre is much more impressive than the endless churning out of Batman
All
movies.
right, let's start the poll. Which
There's
would
no point
you
doing
rather?
a poll.
Why not?
Because Tom will lose.
Because
Not a matter of
really?
losing.
Count the votes.
It's
Count the
obvious.
votes.
It's obvious that the Philistines voting are going to. I want
the
more
count.
Batman movies. Val Kilmer was better than George Clooney. Blah blah blah.
You know
blah,
what?
blah.
You don't hear that enough from pollsters.
So
Oh,
wait
by
a
the way,
minute.
the people who do these polls, Philistines.
So,
Let's just keep that in mind.
so you want to? Do you want to control who they ask in taking the poll? Is that what I'm
Yes, I
hearing?
guess this is your level of sophistication. Ask them to
That's
spell
fair.
cat before they are allowed to answer. Simple stuff.
So what if George Will said, "I'd rather see the Avengers movie than hear about Alan Sherman"? What would you do? Would that make your head explode?
Not really. I'm not sure.
You don't care for George
Not
Will either?
particularly.
Okay.
He has his moments. Let's see now. I want to remind you that
Ignore you at a party.
If for those of you that just completed a Thanksgiving weekend, I'm sure many of you are going, "Dear God,
We
I
all
wish
did.
I had Raycon so I could have enjoyed anything other than talking to Uncle Jack." You know what I'm talking about.
Where does he get off, huh?
Raycons are the very best in earbuds, and they're about half the price of those other ones, and they'll actually stay in your ear because they have a adjustable. Never did come up with the right word for those. What do you call them, Christy? Rubber tips? What are the thing?
That's
you use?
fine,
Yeah,
Nubs.
nubs. I like
Okay.
nubs.
Yeah, that's confusing. The best thing is the sound, the bass, and Chick McGee's the authority on Raycons. We get love letters about them.
I did the legwork on this a couple years ago, and I landed on Raycon earbuds, seamless Bluetooth pairing. That was big for me. You've seen that message on your phone. Failed to connect. Son of a... But the Raycons, noise isolating fit, Bluetooth pairing, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and the audio quality amazing, comparable to what you get from other premium brands, and they shut out the outside world.
That's the key.
Raycons start at half the price, too. And best of all, something you can use for calls, music, work, play, at home. At home.
You know, I see the lips moving, but there's no sound. Oh, I'm in heaven.
Just nod your head yes.
Whatever you're saying, that's fantastic.
You're listening to Frampton or
whatever.
Bon Jovi. And if you already have a pair of wireless earbuds, go to Raycon and buy a pair for yourself. They make great gifts, Tom.
You can hear the bassoon on Hello Mudda, Hello Fada.
Raycon is being generous for the holidays. So on top of their everyday great prices, they're offering Bob and Tom listeners 15% off right now. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom to get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. Unlock up to 15% off your Raycons. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much.
Yes, you can listen to Alan Sherman.
Coming up, we have, as we mentioned, the Floby in the news. And in sports, the setup for what could have been the greatest day in the NFL involving the Denver Broncos and not having a quarterback, if only.
Well,
we'll find out what happened.
It turned out pretty much the way you'd expect it.
Yeah, that's why great movies are that don't turn out the way you expect it.
Oh, you wanted him to be a hero because football's easy.
The same way in the next Batman movie. I hope they kill him so they can't make any more movies. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Monday, November 30th, 2020. I'm Mark Allison. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving weekend, and thanks so much for joining us here on the Bob and Tom Show. Comedian Tim Cavanaugh and comedian Reno Collier zooming their way in later this morning. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Dave Prowse, the British weightlifter turned actor who played Darth Vader in the original Star Wars trilogy, has died at the age of 85. He passed away Saturday after a short illness. Some are saying COVID. Prowse represented England in weightlifting at the Commonwealth Games in the 1950s before breaking into movies. Physically, Prowse was perfect for the part of Darth Vader, but his lilting English West Country accent was considered less ideal, and his lines were re-recorded by, of course, James Earl Jones. If you were to choose a word that rose above most in 2020, which word would it be? Merriam-Webster today will announce pandemic as its 2020 word of the year. Pandemic rose to the top in March when the World Health Organization declared coronavirus crisis a pandemic. Interest in the word on the company's website, Merriam-Webster.com, has been through the roof this year for the word pandemic. And Cher was in Pakistan recently to trumpet the cause of Kavan, called the world's loneliest elephant. It appears those efforts were worth it. After languishing for years in a decrepit zoo, the elephant has been packed into a huge metal box. That's the first step in being flown to a sanctuary in Cambodia, where he can finally enjoy the company of other elephants. Cher was among those seeking Kavan's removal from the zoo, where conditions were so bad a court ordered the facility closed back in August. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I drive over there, get in line. I'm in line for 15, 20 minutes. Get up to the thing, and the lady goes, I said, I'd like autumn harvest soup. And she goes, sir, this is Chick-fil-A. But I didn't notice until I got all the way up there.
Do you ever once look out your car window and go, man, I should have gone to the Panera over there?
Nobody in line.
So now,
Jessica, now, isn't that Chick-fil-A right next to the Panera Bread?
It is.
There are banks next to gas stations, but you don't pull up to the ATM and try to get unleaded.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, good morning, honey. What you doing?
Oh, it's this darn coffee maker. It's on the fritz again. You know I can't start my day without a cup of coffee.
Hey, don't worry. I've got just what you need.
Really? What is it?
It's the new coffee-flavored bubble gum from the Blowzuka Gum Company, and it's loaded with caffeine. Here, try a piece.
This is great. And it tastes like coffee. What's it called?
It's called Blow Java.
Blow Java. There's so much flavor. It's like an explosion in my mouth.
You bet. There's nothing like a Blow Java first thing in the morning.
It's the coffee-flavored gum. Blow Java. Blow Java. Open wide, stick out your tongue.
Blow Java. Blow Java. You can chew, but please don't bite. And if you swallow, it's all right.
Blow Java. Blow Java, the coffee-flavored bubblegum. Also available in mocha, cappuccino, and our most popular flavor, Latte.
Honey, I just love Blow Java.
I can tell. Look at the size of that wad in your mouth.
Hey, look, I'm blowing a bubble. Look, I've got gum all over my face.
Wait, let me take a picture.
There's caffeine in every bite.
Blow Java. Blow Java. Chew a wad, but not in haste.
622 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
There she is, Christy Lee. Wait a minute.
Boy.
What a stupid idea that was. Christy Lee has the weather.
We could see some snow today. Q95, Fox 59 weather. Mix of rain and snow showers, mainly snow showers this afternoon for your drive home. Look for a high of 36. Variable cloudiness overnight down to 26 degrees and then partly cloudy 34 tomorrow. It's currently 36.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. Okay, that was not Ace's idea.
What?
Singing that stupid song.
Oh.
What's happening? Well, I'll tell you what. We got some cool lights at the State Fairgrounds. Huge crowd on Saturday. That was so neat. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks very much for joining us. Today's the first day we're allowed to play Christmas requests.
Oh.
So I thought what we'd like to do is open up the doors, especially to people who want to say hi to somebody overseas in the United States military. If you've got someone somewhere out there and have an idea for one of our stupid Christmas songs, and I do mean stupid.
And if you want to hear my Thanksgiving song, you still can, right, Tom?
Uh-oh.
Well, you can next.
It's not, Thanksgiving's never mentioned.
He doesn't mention it.
It's just about eating.
Okay. Well, that's true. Okay, I was thinking of, okay, because some of them, like the Haywood song, specifically mentions Thanksgiving.
Right.
Even though I'm going to make another turkey for Christmas. But first of all, let me do the introductions, please.
No.
Everybody get comfortable.
I just wanted to say what he would say.
I'm sorry. We have the talking ass is Josh Arnold, whose ass is in the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair right now. And if the chair could talk, it would be going, help. Let's see now.
More support.
There we go.
Rebar.
Oh, boy. Me too, though. I'll tell you what. I've got the COVID-15. God, and Thanksgiving. God, I ate. I mean, I know everyone eats too much. I ate so much. I could not have a piece of my pie from the pie. I couldn't.
Really?
I could not. I had it the next day, twice.
Yeah.
Yesterday, twice. God, that was good. Where was I? I was introducing everybody. Ace Cosby, of course, is our engineer. Are you dressed in black? Did your team win or lose?
The refs, man. I got to tell you.
Oh, the refs.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it was like 41-6. The Falcons. The Falcons beat them yesterday.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, that'll give Kostaki something to gloat about.
I think you're really upset. You think the refs took it away from them.
They hadn't been there?
Well, let's see.
They hadn't been where? On the field? What are you talking about?
A crazy game.
I think they've got to be at 43-6. I'm sorry. They've got to be in the building to call the game.
43-6. Oh, it's close.
What are you talking about?
That's Chick McGee over there. Behind the glass over there in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom, it's Christy Lee.
Hey.
Pat Godwin is over there. Pat, I've got an assignment for you.
All right.
In fact, I don't want to give it away, but it involves a medical story. I'm going to send it to you. It's a medical story involving, what's it called, malpractice?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Okay. Well, you'll see. It's rather disturbing.
All right.
Okay, this is Tom speaking. There's Willie G over there. Have I covered everybody? Okay, good.
Oh, my God.
You got it.
So how was your Thanksgiving, everybody? Let's see.
Real nice.
Ace, did you have a good Thanksgiving? Did you make a turkey?
It was interesting.
Oh, boy.
So in other words, as go the Raiders, so goes Ace's Thanksgiving.
Oh, boy.
I am not identifying the body. I'm not.
Nope.
No, I wanted to say Mr. McGee had the under.
Yep.
Can you blame the refs on that?
Well, it's not Ace's fault, as you can read in his new book, Unreasonable Confidence and Outrageous Claims. No, Unreasonable Confidence and Other Outrageous Claims.
I want to hear about Josh's.
Wait a second. I think,
okay.
Hang on a second. I think if Ace wrote a book called Unreasonable Confidence, I could see it going in the bestseller list.
I could too. Yeah.
Josh, your Thanksgiving?
Went very well.
Now, famously, you were cooking just for yourself.
And
you were so worried about it, too. Remember that?
You shouldn't have been worried
So
about
how'd the turkey come out?
Pat, how did it come out?
It was great.
Yeah, it came out real well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Did
we had a
you
blast. Everything
did you use the bag?
I did use the bag. Yep. And I laid it on some celery.
You laid the turkey?
Wow. Well,
No wonder it was tasty.
You celebrate your way, I'll celebrate mine.
Must you?
Give that bird a good stuffing, Tom.
Yeah.
Hope you sewed up the hole.
Well, that's kind of a compliment, though.
Gates rough.
Well.
Oh, boy.
Do you have trouble when you first get the turkey, you lay it down and go, okay, which end is which? Wait a minute, was the head here or there?
The surprise was the yams with the marshmallows. How good was that?
Oh, I killed it, yeah.
Man.
Everything I made was real good.
It was.
Did anything, nothing went wrong?
What did you have besides
Did
the
anything
turkey?
get broken?
I made, I made turkey, homemade mashed potatoes, homemade sweet potatoes, homemade stuffing, and peas.
All right.
Now, I cheated on the gravy. I just got jarred gravy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Still
Good job.
And then I made brown and serve rolls.
Nice.
And I also got Chick's favorite, the canned jellied cranberry sauce.
Yes.
Did you have room for the pie?
You know what? We didn't have pie.
touch the
We
pie.
didn't.
I couldn't
I
eat it.
had pie later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. McGee?
I had a great day. Unexpected, magnificent, amazing stuffing.
All right.
It was really good. That was my birthday, too. So, of course, I had endless calls and texts.
Oh, sure.
And the Redskins won. I'm sorry, the Washington football team
won, and in a big bad way. I'd like to thank Coach Mike McCarthy for calling a fake punt in his own end and not only not getting the 10 yards he needed on the fake punt, but
what do they call a counterfeit punt again?
a counterfeit punt?
Don't they combine them?
They do in some circles.
Boy.
Oh, I see. Wow. Wait, hang on. Hey, Chickie.
A counter. You know what? Tom's right.
We took Dallas to San Francisco to get to New York on that joke. Sounds like Kenny Tarmack's routing. So on the shoe-in.
Washington won 41-16, and yes, I watched the game 3 times since then. Thank you.
So
Montez Sweat batted the ball, ran it back for a touch.
So my 7-year-old daughter Finn picked that one wrong. So how did you do with the other games?
1-1, and as we all know, Pittsburgh and Baltimore has not played yet because they have COVID right and left on both teams. They are scheduled to play tomorrow night at I think it's 8:00 Eastern. So we will see what happens.
So
there.
you took the Lions plus the 3.
I had the Lions plus the 3, and that's not near enough. Houston also scored 41. I think the Lions scored 20.
Okay, well,
a lifetime ago.
A lot of odd games, a lot of players out, very confusing.
And one of those odd games was in Denver. Taysom Hill's 2 touchdown runs led the Saints a 31-3 beating over the Broncos in Denver. Denver was forced to play without their top 4 quarterbacks due to pandemic and contact tracing. Evidently, Jeff Driscoll, one of the quarterbacks, got COVID, and he was in the quarterback room, yada, yada, yada. All of the quarterbacks then were sidelined. So that means that Kendall Hinton in an impossible situation yesterday with the Broncos, 1 for 9, 13 yards, and 2 picks.
In this guy's defense, he was a practice squad. Wasn't he a practice squad wide receiver?
And he did not have any repetitions in practice. However, that's not the worst starting quarterback performance ever in the NFL. That goes to, anybody want to guess?
I don't know.
I can read your mind. It's close.
Is it contemporary or was it way long ago?
It's contemporary.
Oh, then I don't know.
Ryan Leaf, the number 2 overall pick by the Chargers in 1998. He did not have a good career. A Leaf's worst career game, his third. It was week 3 of 1998, a 23-7 loss to the Chiefs. Leaf went 1 for 15, 4 yards, no touchdowns, 2 picks. He rushed for a yard. So Hinton, the receiver backup quarterback for the Broncos, outgained Leaf by 15 yards.
But wouldn't this have been the greatest story of the year?
I don't. Well, if he would have come out,
if in any way,
Right.
even if he just handed the ball off and they won.
Oh, he just Kurt Warnered his way through.
He'd done the first
exactly.
Rocky, been competitive and been close to winning and gone to
That would have been
overtime
awesome.
or whatever. But
I was secretly hoping for something like that.
I know what the NFL's trying to do here. They're trying to say that we're taking everything into account and we're treating COVID just like a regular injury, but that I don't think they can do that. But they tried. And
couldn't they just take 2 weeks off right now, isolate everybody, and call it a day?
They definitely could. And then they could move the Super Bowl to Valentine's Day.
Wouldn't matter. I mean, the world wouldn't end if they moved the Super Bowl.
All the guys would be off the hook for Valentine's.
There you go.
Canada and watching the Super Bowl.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
And the Raiders are going to be there, Ace, in the Bizarro world.
Question for you, Chick.
Oh God,
they'll be there virtually.
I'm not taking questions right now.
TV. So I don't understand much about this. I have a technical question.
Ace had a question first.
Oh, go ahead.
He asked,
Did you buy the Tyson fight?
I did not buy the Tyson fight. I fell asleep. I had every intention of majestically partying and yeah.
Did you watch it?
No, I just read about it this morning.
They were.
Yeah, I mean, it was a quote exhibition. What does that mean? That
The hell's that mean?
Jim Gray. There's been a Jim Gray sighting.
Really?
He's still alive. He was talking to the fighters after the game, and you know what I mean. And he asked Roy Jones, "Were you scared you were going to get hurt?" And Mike's standing right there, and Tyson goes, "What the hell you mean? I was afraid I was going to get hurt. Why does nobody care about my ass?"
Did you also see where Mike admitted to smoking marijuana before he got in the ring?
That's right.
Really? Yes.
Well, I think the day before he said he smoked. I don't think he smoked day of. May have.
Oh, there goes his Wheaties box.
He
Well,
said,
just
that and the other stuff.
Misspelled, right, John?
yeah. He just said it was part of his life now. That's who he is. So.
The problem with a fight like this is there's nothing at stake. It should be.
Who got paid? Did they get paid? They had to get paid.
Yeah, when they went to charity, I guess. I don't know how that worked. But.
Gotcha.
I mean, why not? The winner gets $1 million, the loser gets $50,000.
Tyson's doing a cool thing.
Now you're going to see someone getting hit.
This is all for his program where older boxers can still have matches, and it's cool.
In case their brain pan hasn't been rocked enough that they've got dementia yet.
Maybe they just want to end
idea. That's great.
Well,
he doesn't have pugilistic dementia. Why don't we hit him in the face and the head some more?
Tom, can I talk to you for a second?
It's got to be really difficult that's your life, and then all of a sudden all of that goes away, and you go, you know what? I kind of like to.
Yeah, maybe thinking a little more long term would have been the way to go.
Some people, not me, not Josh, right? Not Josh, not me, but some people. You might be putting off some people by your attitude.
I mean, if they take sport in watching other people ruin their lives, it's good for them. Why not just have fights to the death
elsewhere?
Could we get back to this guy playing in the NFL?
It's over. It's done.
But I had a question.
He's got a question.
I don't have an answer, so leave me alone. Ask Josh.
Okay, I have a new question because this will make you angry.
Why don't they just play the games on video again? I don't know.
No. Why couldn't they just call up, say, Tim Tebow? And
There's
activate him.
There is some rule that
could they call another team and say, "Hey, can we have your fourth string quarterback for the week?"
They tried. They looked everywhere.
You know what I wanted to happen? I wanted John Elway to get in there.
Sure.
Oh my God.
He still works for the Broncos.
Wait a second. Now,
what's a Bronco?
No, wait a minute. We've just gone from a Disney movie to a Hallmark Christmas film.
True. Yes.
John Elway gets in there, and he goes back. He's in the pocket. He just gets clobbered.
Yeah. I forget one of the assistant coaches. They asked the league if they could use an assistant coach to be a quarterback. He's only been coaching for a couple of years, but
because he knows the plays.
The league said no. Well, I guess he was a quarterback too at some point.
Why did that? I think that would have the league should have let him do that. They should have to change the rules when they've got a situation like this.
Yeah. Well, we've never been in this situation before.
Yeah, but I mean, they got to be a little more flexible.
They do have changing the rules like that. No, then the season really doesn't count. You can't do that.
Sure, you can change them for everybody. You go, okay, hey, next week, if we have a situation, we have to.
I don't like that baseball did it. I don't like that.
Baseball with the runner.
So you'd like to just see people die.
Well,
wait a minute.
It depends on how they're dying.
Well, let's see. The high school freshman from St. Ignatius High School, well, sure, they're tough.
Ladies and
they
gentlemen,
beat the Browns every year. But he was tackled and died in the field because he's only 5'2".
Tom Griswold
97
from the
pounds.
Alarmist Institute.
97 pounds.
So what do you want? You want a Disney movie or don't you?
Oh, I like Willie's idea, the Hallmark Hall of Fame movie.
97-year-old.
Or even better, to me, the best movie would be Peyton Manning comes back.
Of course it would, because you're a Peyton Manning lover.
You could probably do it, maybe.
Peyton Manning's a great man. Why wouldn't I? Will he get in, by the way, the Hall of Fame in the first ballot, or will there be some dance where they... well, he's really not that good. And there's always that one sports writer.
He'll get in, but I bet...
got cut from his junior high school basketball
him
team.
and Reggie Wayne.
I bet it's not unanimous, but he'll get in.
But who votes against him?
I'm just telling you.
The guy that got cut.
I don't get a vote because of you, I think. It's because of you now.
Yeah, you're right.
They know I work with you.
Good. Okay, well, I want to remind you that for me especially, 'tis the barbecue season. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Really?
That's that's where Omaha Steaks comes in.
Oh, back to reality.
Did you know that Ace Cosby is sitting at the omahasteaks.com joke of the day desk? That's right.
And he's also sitting on all our Omaha Steaks, by the way. He has a bunch of them.
What?
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, Daddy.
Hey.
I'm going over there. Me and
well, that's certainly
a
interesting.
couple of strong-armed guys and some automatic weapons. We're getting those steaks back.
Good. This is the perfect gift because say your brother lives 1,000 miles away from you.
My brother lives 1,000 miles away from me.
This is what you want.
How about you, Christy?
No. This is your utopia where you say it and then you...
I don't have a brother, but if
then,
you
then
did...
what are you participating in this
Shove
commercial
your hand
for?
up our ass and work our mouth.
Ace, do you have any brothers?
No.
Well, this doesn't apply to you. What am I saying? Ace already has all the Omaha Steak. Why would he care? The point is, Omaha Steak does make a great gift because you send the box to them. Oh, that's right. They do all the hard work. And you can get, for example, the Deluxe Grillers assortment from Omaha Steaks at omahasteaks.com. What am I talking about? Well, 4 top sirloins, 8 boneless chicken breasts, 8 Omaha Steak burgers, and 8 jumbo franks. Steak seasoning, scalloped potatoes, caramel apple tartlets.
Yum, yum, yum.
Doesn't that sound great? No, what a great gift. And then you also get, by the way,
rings.
No onion rings.
You don't get 5 onion rings. Thanks for participating.
Write that up.
You do
Write
get
that up, Pat.
Oh, wait, I got one for you, Pat. 4 free burgers.
Well, it's 5 in the song. So.
5. It's
Yeah, I know
5
it's
golden
5 in the
rings.
song, but if you want to call the Omaha Steaks people and put it on, pay for an extra burger, that's up to
If
you.
you guys keep it up, we're going to have a meeting.
How about the free digital meat thermometer? Where does that fit in the song?
I'll show you where it is.
Add that instead of the other burger.
Hey.
Here's what you need to know. This is a discount of 50%. OmahaSteaks.com. Do it today. Do it right now. And enter the code BTS to save 50%. That's right, 50%. As Chick would say, that's almost half. OmahaSteaks.com. Deliver the perfect gift. Or do it Christy style. Send something for yourself. That's right. Omaha Steaks.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. That's the rule. You buy
I don't
one.
love
You
me,
buy
who
one for
will?
them, and then 1 or 2 for yourself.
There you go.
The world's greatest steaks, plus premium meats, easy meals, everything you need for a memorable gift or stock up for yourself. Get a jump on gift shopping by doing it right now. 100%, by the way, a 100% money back guarantee. OmahaSteaks.com. The code is BTS, like Bob Tom Show, in that search bar for the best gourmet gifts of the season. This is a home run. It's a touchdown. It's a hat trick, whatever you sports analogy.
We'll be right back.
OmahaSteaks.com, BTS in the search bar. Do
We'll
it
be
now.
right back with more sports.
Okay, good. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, it's Tim Cavanaugh. He'll be joining us later this morning with November birthdays. You can catch up with him at timcav.com. And comedian Reno Collier also zooming his way in. You can follow him at renocollier.net. December 18th, he'll be at the Walhalla Performing Arts Center in Greenville, South Carolina. And don't forget, New Year's Eve, December 31st, you can catch Reno Collier at the Irving Theater in Indianapolis, Indiana. Get your tickets now. You were listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Sunday Night Football, Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. He threw for 4 touchdowns, and they beat the slumping Chicago Bears 41-25 in Green Bay to pad their NFC North lead. Patrick Mahomes, 462 yards, 3 touchdowns. He outplayed Tom Brady, led the Kansas City Chiefs 27-24 win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Florida. Other NFL winners yesterday: Atlanta, Buffalo, Cleveland, Miami, Minnesota, the Giants, New England, Tennessee, New Orleans, and San Francisco. And in college football, for the 4th straight week, the top 8 teams in the AP College Football Poll stay in place. The top 8 look like this: Alabama, Notre Dame, Ohio State, Clemson, and Texas A&M, followed by Florida at 6th, Cincinnati 7th, and BYU is at number 8. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Did you just give this a second update from some guy who works at Kroger?
Yeah, Brian.
Yes, he wrote a thank you note.
What's wrong with you?
I appreciate
One guy at Kroger in Louisville's hijacked this show. Does that make any sense to you?
He's busy shuffling the broccoli.
No,
I'm too busy to send us 2 emails.
Yeah, he's sitting on his ass looking at the produce is what he's doing.
Coming up, we have more things.
More Brian updates.
Thanksgiving requests.
Suck it, Brian.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's the most terrifying and talked about movie of the year. Don't miss seeing Paranormal Activity. This sparse, independent film is getting great reviews and will all...
Hey.
scare you in the spirit of Blair Witch Project.
Hey.
What?
Excuse me, scary voice guy.
Who the hell are you?
Hi, I'm Bob Gavoyan. Paranormal Activity? Really? A single camera shot from a bedroom? You all need to hop off the Paranormal Activity bandwagon and get your ass in line now to see my new movie, Para-Knocker Activity.
Want me to keep jumping, Mr. Kavoyan?
Yes.
But I'm getting all sweaty.
Oh, that's okay. That's why we're doing the soapy shower scene in Act 2.
Oh, okay. I can't wait.
There. So what do you think?
It's okay, I guess. It's not real scary.
Jeez, what a homo.
Does she at least get murdered?
No, none of that. Para-Knocker Activity is an uplifting movie. It even has a happy ending. Watch.
She's going to need another shower.
Good idea. Everybody back in the bathroom. Soap those puppies up and roll film.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't white Bob and Tom on the couch.
Pizza Hut, apparently, is going to start delivering cold beer along with their food.
No kidding.
What?
They started the testing beer delivery program in Phoenix, Arizona.
And it passed with flying colors.
Yeah, everyone took it.
Yeah.
So how do you prove that you're of legal age?
The company told Fortune magazine it plans to expand that.
I'd like a large pizza, please.
And 40 beers.
Comedian Diana Jordan is here with us. Now, can I ask you something?
47 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Let's see now. Christy Lee, a quick update. Did I hear the word snow?
Yeah, we have a little bit of snow in the forecast today. Less than a dusting around here, but to the east and north, we might see 1 to 2 inches of snow.
Well, I don't live there.
Well, I'm just, there are people that live in Kokomo and Muncie that listen.
Give a damn!
Currently 36.
Hey, Josh. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Fresh bullets.
Hi, welcome to the end of my rope.
Ooh-wee. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see, 30 November 2020. We're almost there, everybody.
I like your optimism.
I do, too. I really do.
I really do, too.
I know.
Where'd you go? Did you just stop talking? What are you doing?
I'm just letting it steep. Where was I? Oh, this is the Bob and Tom Show. Check. There's Ace, Josh, Chick. I'm Tom. There's Willie G.
Hey.
Christy Lee.
Yo.
And Patty G. We're all present and accounted for in various spaces and rooms. Optically correct and physically distanced, if that means anything. No, it doesn't. It sure sounded good, though. I feel like I'm doing something on a Washington Sunday morning show. I'm going to use big words wrong. Okay.
Optically correct.
Welcome to the show. Where were we? Oh, I still say that would have been the greatest story this year if in that Denver Bronco game the guy comes from the practice squad, leads them to victory.
It wasn't, and it didn't.
Nope.
I know the real sucky thing is what was the guy's name again? Hinton.
Kendall Hinton, I think.
Yeah. The saddest part is that was Willie's quarterback in his fantasy league.
Oh, that's tough, man.
You know, a lot of people tell you to take risks. Fortune favors the brave.
You're doing stuff in your fantasy league people don't get. They don't understand it.
Actually, my fantasy team did great yesterday because I have Pat Mahomes and Tyreek Hill. At one point, Tyreek Hill had more fantasy points than my entire opponent's fantasy team.
Whoa.
Yeah, he had like over 200 yards at half receiving. And I'll tell you.
Mahomes had what, 400?
Hush, hush, hush.
Oh, sorry.
Patrick Mahomes.
My man.
Threw for 462 yards and 3 touchdowns. Kansas City Chiefs down the Buccaneers 27-24 to go to 10-1.
And do you think they played that old versus young thing enough as the announcers? The young stud Patrick Mahomes versus the old man.
Who was the old man for the Bucks?
Tom Brady.
Oh yeah, of course.
Brady.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize that was the matchup yesterday.
Tampa Brady.
Just said it.
Tampa Bay.
Well, that was,
I didn't say it. Tom said it.
And that was the afternoon matchup. That was the 4 o'clock game. Which
Wait a
was
minute.
The great
Hang on. Josh has an insult for me. Yes, Josh.
I said, you think I'm listening to this? No. It's really not you, Chick. It's Willie's. When he goes into fantasy, I tune out, and it takes me a few minutes to get back in.
I don't. He made fun of me. I don't like talking about it.
You watch the Fantasy Channel on DirecTV? Do you watch that?
I don't. And I want to say, I have used fantasy football as a threat when things get boring that I will talk about it as a joke. I never want to talk about fantasy while these things are on. Are you kidding me?
Well, I just want to stop the show for just a second. If you were listening to the last 3 hours of the show Wednesday.
Yes.
Before the Thanksgiving weekend.
Right.
Brian from Kroger.
Oh, God.
Weighed in.
Oh, my God. How is he?
Weighed in several times.
How's he doing?
I need to know.
We stopped the show on Wednesday.
Brian, I hope you're awake. How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, we haven't heard from Brian yet?
He sent us an email. We read his email. Then he thanked us for reading his email. We read that email.
Well, and he's become he's a stock man at Kroger.
Yeah.
Maybe he's restocking right now.
In the Louisville area.
And yes, in Louisville, Kentucky, the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Can you show me where the kitchen bouquet is and the horseradish?
You need both, huh?
Yeah.
Did you ever find the horseradish?
Yeah, I found the horseradish. Bouquet? I didn't find the kitchen bouquet. And then I found the marshmallows. That took me an hour.
Marshmallows? They're in the...
I had the same problem.
Most often they're actually in the cracker aisle by the graham crackers, I think.
You'd think they'd be in the candy aisle or the baking aisle. No.
No, I just
the marshmallows are over with the graham crackers.
Where they were.
What's kitchen bouquet?
Yeah, what is that?
I've been told, the secret to making great gravy.
It's some kind of seasoning stuff.
Where you throw flowers in it or flour?
I don't know. I've never been able to find it. I've been told by like 50 of our listeners to go get the kitchen bouquet. So I ordered it online.
You can't listen to our listeners. They're crazy.
It's like a sauce. It's like seasoning sauce, basically.
So in any event, we have to find out if Brian was okay. Hope he had a good Thanksgiving.
I'm sure a busy one, yeah.
Okay, now...
kitchen bouquet's been around since 1873, Tom.
What does that tell you?
Yeah.
Willie, you got any fantasy football stuff you want to talk about?
Of course, I've had a thing of Worcestershire sauce in my refrigerator since the refrigerator was invented.
Yes.
In 1907 by Fritz Chrysler. Okay.
My God, what's happened? What's happening and what's happened?
So the Redskins did okay? You watched the game
The
3
Washington
times?
football team.
Oh, sorry.
Patrick Mahomes, 27-24 winners over Tampa Brady and the Buccaneers. Chiefs won their 6th straight, clinched their 7th 10-win season in 8 years under coach Andy Reid. Derrick Henry, he's a man, kept the Tennessee Titans atop the AFC South, rushed for 140 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first half. A 45-26 win over the Colts in Indianapolis yesterday. Baker Mayfield had gone. Have you seen Baker Mayfield's Progressive, I think, insurance company commercials where he protects his home and his home's the Brown Stadium?
Yep.
And he tries to get in, and the security guy has to wand him. And he goes, I'm Baker Mayfield. And the security guy goes, just empty your pockets, Parker. It's funny stuff. Anyway, Browns
Wait,
win.
hang on a second.
Browns win 27-25.
The seed of a joke that, yes?
No, I just said that's real cute. That commercial, yeah.
Josh,
if you and I rush him.
I know. What did we? You know, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
You know what I'm mad about?
What are you mad about?
I put up an Instagram post Thursday wishing you a happy birthday, talking about how much I love you.
Yes.
And it got more likes than anything I've posted about me. It got like almost 4,000 likes. I averaged like 1,500 to 2,000.
I liked it very much.
What is the theme of your Insta?
It was a lovely sentiment.
Typically pizzas
nice.
I have known. My favorite porn stars.
No, he doesn't. I like that title.
Pizzas I have known.
It's alliterary.
No, of course.
I love the jokes that me, Josh, and 3 guys like Brian get.
3 guys like
Are
Brian.
you saying Brian reads now? Brian's a reader?
I think he sticks all that stuff on the shelf.
Yeah.
God bless you,
think
Brian.
Brian likes Alan Sherman?
He's listening to Audible all the time.
Alan Sherman.
Brian has no idea who Alan Sherman is.
A request for Alan Sherman.
Hello, Mother.
I just said his name. I didn't.
Hello, Father. Here I am at Camp Granada.
Okay, Pat, this week, me and you, we got to sit down and write a Christmas version of Hello Mutta, Hello Fada.
I did a Corona version, yeah.
But that's not a Christmas version.
What, like Camp Manger or Camp...
Yeah.
Mother. Well, I don't think I want to go too religious on it. I don't want it to be Mother Mary.
Yeah, that's right. Father
Joseph. You know,
All right, yeah.
Hello, Manger.
Yeah, maybe go more the Santa route.
Plus, I don't know that Alan Sherman would be singing about baby Jesus.
I don't think so either.
Well, he probably would be more likely to sing about baby Jesus.
Hello, Dreidel.
Than he would about...
Of course. Yeah, read the book, man.
I think he'd enjoyed the 3 Weissmen.
I saw the movie.
He'd enjoyed the 3 Weissmen.
All right. Silverman.
That's one of his songs, isn't it? Silverman?
No, that's one of ours. We'll be getting, once again, we're looking for requests. If you are or someone you love is overseas in the military, we'd like to play a little Christmas something for them. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. We'd love to hear from you. Also coming up, we have, did you get the thing I sent you, Pat?
I did.
The medical story. Okay, the Pat Godwin Song Challenge is coming. Plus, a new gin out there.
Oh.
Not George Clooney's. George Clooney, though, and the Flowbee are in the news. And more sports. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Want to share something? Send us an email. bobandtom at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's a wonderful laugh on Bob and Tom 24/7. Just like Santa, this comes but once a year. Bob and Tom's Christmas comedy cuts played all season long. Now until Christmas night, we'll be laughing all the way. It's a wonderful laugh all this holiday season right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. And we'll continue with the laughs right after this.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. The nation's top infectious disease expert says the United States may see a surge upon surge of the coronavirus over the coming weeks, and he does not expect current recommendations around social distancing to be released before Christmas. Dr. Anthony Fauci, director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, also says it's not too late for those of you traveling back home after the Thanksgiving holiday to help stop the spread by wearing masks, staying distant, and, of course, avoiding large groups. Congress is returning to Washington for one last attempt at deal-making this year. The only absolute must, preventing a government shutdown December 11th. But lawmakers are also debating whether to deliver another round of coronavirus relief before President Donald Trump leaves office. A virus bill would provide funding for vaccines and testing, for reopening schools, and for helping small businesses. But the parties remain divided on details and, of course, the cost. And your president-elect, Joe Biden, will likely wear a walking boot for several weeks after breaking his right foot. The president-elect suffered the injury Saturday while playing with one of his dogs. A scan found tiny fractures of two small bones in the middle of Biden's right foot. At 78, he will become the oldest president when he's inaugurated in January. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
And Fred Johnson finishes a disappointing fourth in the 100-yard dash.
Hey, Fred, what happened back there, man? You used to always beat me. What's up?
My trainer says it's excess gas.
Really?
That's slowing me down.
Here, try one of these. See if this will make a difference.
What is it?
It's a fart-right anal strip.
Yeah! Everyone has heard about the nasal strips that athletes wear to allow them to get enough air. But did you know that it's just as important for an athlete to discharge a sufficient amount of gas? That's why Frigaball Industries developed the Fart-Right Anal Strip. The Fart-Right Anal Strip pulls your cheeks apart to create an optimum air passageway. Oh, wearing a Fart-Right Anal Strip can make a world of difference in your performance.
A few days later.
Okay, Fred, I'm going to take you down again today, man.
I don't think so, Bill. Not this time. I'm wearing a fart-right anal strip.
On your mark, get set.
Come on, do your stuff. Come on. Do your stuff.
And the winner is Fred Johnson.
Whoa. Hey, great race, Fred. Hey, look, you cut 0.3 of a second.
7:01 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, hi, how are you? Christy Lee has the forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by the CarX Man. Mix of rain and snow showers today. Just snow showers this afternoon. High 36.
I snow showers.
Do you?
Everybody knows showers.
Variable cloudiness overnight. Low 26. And then partly cloudy, cold 34 for the high tomorrow. 36.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. Looking for something fun to do? The Christmas Nights of Lights at the fairgrounds. God, that was packed on Saturday.
I have a 3-hour wait some people went through.
I went Friday night. It was awesome.
Good.
Yeah, so my suggestion is...
Did you go once? Because you paid once. Or
yes,
did you
that's
go?
right.
All right.
Yep.
The point is, it's the Christmas Nights of Lights at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. And, if you go on a weeknight, details can be found at Q95.com. We've got a TV show. It's called Bob and Tom Tonight. You'll find it on MyIndy TV 23, and you'll find it at 11:30 this evening and every night this week, and then a special midnight edition on Saturdays. If you are watching MyIndy TV 23, once again, the show is called Bob and Tom Tonight. A rough game for the Colts yesterday, missing a couple of their best players. It didn't help. But still, a lot of fun. Glad the NFL is around. On this show coming up on Wednesday, it's Lord Help Our Colts with Duke Tomato. We're still trying to figure out how to get Duke Tomato back in here for some music. A little bit chilly right now, but hey, we're doing our best. Maybe we'll get Indian Summer.
Yeah, maybe.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show and Chick's Last Nerve. That's right, that's Chick McGee across the way.
How about you?
There we go. Thank you very much. This is Tom speaking. There's Ace, there's Josh.
Hi.
Well, let's see. There's Willie G right next to me.
Hey.
Patty G, great lighting today, Pat.
Oh, thank you.
So you got that story I sent you about the medicine guy?
I did.
Okay,
Yeah.
any luck with it?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Pat, I had a nice Thanksgiving with you, man. Thanks for coming over.
Man, that was a blast. It really
We'll
was.
find out more in just a second. Christy Lee is the woman through the glass over there.
Hi, everybody.
She's in the isolation ward.
Yep.
What did we decide to call your room? I know it's the Navy
Florida
Federal
room.
Credit Union. The Florida room.
I haven't been to Florida lately. Well, okay, but
It's the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom with Christy Lee. We call it the Florida room, formerly, unfortunately, named the Nuremberg room.
Yeah.
We were advised that was a bad choice for several reasons.
Yeah, good thing you keep bringing it up.
Yeah. For those that pay close attention, we're trying to...
What show was Florida on? Was it Good Times? Or What's Happening? Ace, I'm looking at you.
Florida, yeah.
I just realized I looked right at you.
It was...
well, he is our TV go-to guy.
That's what I was looking at him for.
Yes,
but
yes.
It came out wrong.
Yeah.
Good times.
Good Times? Okay, yeah. Florida.
You sure? Okay. Let's see, where was I? Introduce
You lose some
everybody.
credit if you don't know this thing.
Notice he didn't ask me. It's a shame. Josh is sitting at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair.
Hey, we had Sunday Night Football last night. Aaron Rodgers, 4 touchdown passes. Packers beat the Bears 41-25 in the NFL's oldest rivalry. Green Bay now 8-3, scored touchdowns in each of its first 3 possessions and grab a 3-game division edge over Chicago. The Bears have dropped 5 straight since getting off a 5-1 start. Mitchell Trubisky, Mr. Biscuit, threw 3 touchdown passes, but also 3 turnovers that led
3
to
turnovers.
Packers.
That sounds like the pre-game at Josh's Thanksgiving dinner.
Atlanta, Buffalo, Miami, Minnesota.
No, you're not. Don't listen to him.
3 turnovers.
I want to hear more about your Thanksgiving. So you invited Godwin over.
Yeah.
Good time.
Did you set the table and everything?
Not really. It was buffet style. And
Right in front of the TV,
I
right?
said, it's a
Time out.
little slipshod. Just go ahead and grab whatever you want.
Did Jimmy come?
Yeah, he had all the buns before we started, which was a little rude. But no.
Oh, yeah, I did put the rolls on the table first, and I look over, and he was having at them.
Well, at least he wasn't breaking your lamp.
Yeah.
He never broke a lamp. It's all a joke. I tell you what, we had like this diner booth, which is Josh's new thing, and that was a blast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, instead of a kitchen table, I have a diner booth.
Did you
No,
have
is it-
the
I have a
crab legs
question.
for Jimmy? Did you have crab legs?
No. He
Little
didn't really
lobster?
eat. Yeah, he didn't care.
He had the turkey and the mashed potatoes. He was afraid to try the other stuff.
Yeah.
Afraid.
The diner booth.
Terrified.
I have a tactical question. Is the diner booth a one-piece unit, or do the benches move?
The benches do move, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What are you insinuating?
We had to move him. It was such a good meal.
He thinks that you're so fat
Oh, God.
that you would have to adjust the seats.
There are times where I got to scoot this thing back.
Scoot it
I
back.
had to scoot it back.
It couldn't be in a fixed
Let me ask you this. Did Jimmy take the booth and put it in the living room? Or anything like that? Or?
No. Did you happen to notice, Pat, I was carving the turkey after we ate, and then I was breaking down the turkey for the leftovers and
Right.
everything. Did you happen to notice that I found the gizzards bag?
Did you leave it in the turkey?
You cooked
Yes.
it?
So
After all of our...
I didn't see that.
I swear to God,
Thanksgiving's ruined.
See, Jimmy was starting a fire in the living room, so I didn't
Yeah.
catch.
I excavated the hell out of that turkey. I got the neck out, and then I could not find the gizzards anywhere. But listen to this: they put the gizzards in a little paper pouch, so it didn't melt and get all gross. It was perfect, and they were perfectly cooked. I had something.
I'm just glad you're not a proctologist. Well, God, I had no idea that tumor was in there. I looked around.
I'm telling you, I don't know where they could have been.
Did you try to eat them? I mean, were they good?
I ate them the next day, yeah.
No
well,
kidding.
not all of them. I ate the liver and the heart.
Oh.
Well, you get the power of the turkey that way.
Oh,
That's right.
yeah.
Ah, okay.
Shows
Very
turkey-
Native American, yeah.
Turkey who's boss. Yeah.
Right. But I don't know what the other things were.
Yeah, you gotta take a rubber glove and really get in there.
I swear, I was in there so deep. I mean,
You hit bottom?
boy,
You know who taught me how to do it? The gentleman that came in and did Chick's exam during Proctober.
Yes,
That guy, he didn't just use a finger. He Maplethorpe the thing.
But that's great. They put them in a little paper pouch. Yeah.
You're lucky. because they don't. Sometimes they're in a plastic one. That would have
ruined your turkey.
One
yeah.
bad turkey.
Yeah.
Did your turkey have the pop-up timer thingy in it?
I didn't use that. It came with it, but I threw
It was
away.
perfect.
So
Just great.
Okay. Yeah, I did a new thing.
Oh, boy.
The cheesecloth.
What?
Yeah, you take a piece of cheesecloth.
Oh, God.
Right.
Yeah. How
then
more
you-
complicated could this get?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
then you just you
Leave it outside
you
for
melt
3 days?
as much butter as you can find at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Then you bathe the cheesecloth in it with some spices and throw it over the bird.
Yeah.
Like a cloak, like a shroud, if you will.
Yeah, we
Shroud
got
of
it.
turkey?
A shroud
Put it
of
on the
turkey, of
bird.
course. That's a
Got
very
it.
commonly used phrase. Isn't that the third book of T.S. Eliot's?
Well, the shroud of turkey, actually, when you remove it from the turkey, it still keeps the shape. Yeah.
Sure.
Right. You can still faint
The image. Yeah.
Great idea.
So it just
Constantly bastes it.
It's great.
essentially,
It's- I'd never done that before. Great idea.
Gotcha.
But the turkey was very tasty.
It's like putting a towel over your head in a sauna.
yeah, I guess you're right. Sure.
So do you take the towel off of your groin and then put it on your head, or do you have a separate groin towel?
I have never done a sauna with like that. I haven't done a sauna in years. I was a kid and I just got in my swimsuit or whatever.
Okay, really?
Yeah, my swimming
So
trunks.
now at the gym, are guys naked in there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Boy.
Sure. These days, I'm guessing pretty bad idea.
Well, okay, but
Yeah.
How else you going to meet anybody? Huh?
Hey, how you doing?
yeah.
I'm sorry, back to sports.
Is that right? Alabama, the unanimous number one in the AP college football poll. The 8 stay the same. You got your Crimson Tide, then you got Notre Dame, Ohio State, Clemson, Texas A&M. You're 5, and then Florida is 6. Unbeaten Cincinnati comes in at 7, and BYU is at number 8. And look at this. It's time for
Stupid World Record.
I don't even think this counts. But I had a windbag this morning from someone who said he remembered when I asked why is Peggy the nickname for Margaret?
Oh, yeah.
And apparently it has something to do with the Scottish roots of Margaret, and in that dialect, it's Peggy means Margaret, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I always wondered that, too.
I got about half that right. A woman in Scotland, that's why I brought that up, has set the Guinness World Record for having the most tattoos of the same musician.
Oh, do we get to guess?
Yeah, go ahead. You can guess.
I know who it is, but take a guess.
Go ahead.
Is it a Scottish musician?
No.
Is it contemporary?
Yes.
May I ask how old she is? Okay, so it is contemporary.
How old?
It doesn't say how old she is.
I would guess 30s, maybe 40s.
I'm going to say Eminem. That must be wrong.
One of the guys in the Stray
Wow.
Cats.
You
Willie,
too?
you got to guess?
Wait a second. Go ahead, Willie.
You too? Can we get genre? Is it a band or a
I
single
say
artist?
Stray Cats. One of the
The
guys.
genre would be technically, I think, hip hop.
And is it a single person or
Yes.
is it one? Okay, maybe Josh has it with Eminem. Eminem. Yeah, I can't think of anybody else.
Maybe Drake.
Snoop Dogg.
No, it'd be a lot funnier if it were a really big band like The Roots. She'd have to have. That's a lot of ink.
Do you have to do Sly and
Here's your hint.
Holy cow!
Right, Josh.
It is Eminem, yeah.
Wow.
If you had
God, what a
Yeah.
great, simple guitar riff. God, so good.
sees everything you ever want.
Okay, yeah, it's Eminem is
Yeah.
the answer.
Good guess.
Nikki, Nikki, Nikki Patterson earned the title 15 Portraits of Eminem inked on her body. The record only counts portraits. Patterson's several other tattoos related to Eminem, including a full list of the albums as well as the lyrics to a verse from the song Till I Collapse on the back of her thigh.
That's a fan.
Patterson said
Yeah,
she
you should
hopes
see the one where you can see his lips.
Yeah, you would have thought a Mick Jagger would go well.
Kind of sideways.
She's a true stan.
That's a fan.
Wow.
Yeah.
And a true stand?
She wants to meet Eminem. She says maybe this will help.
All right.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting question to ask someone
You're next, Psycho. Yeah.
who's
What do you got?
famous like that. Do you think, okay, is this too much of a fan?
Yeah.
Is this going to be too weird? I think he'd probably go for it. Maybe sign her arm and she could have that tatted on there.
Right.
I've seen that many times.
Does he sign Eminem or Marshall Mathers, or what does he sign, do you think?
Yeah. It's Jerry Mathers, oddly enough.
That is odd.
Who, of course, best known as the Beaver.
Right. So where would he?
There you go. Yeah, what else?
Is there a picture somewhere of those two together?
I don't know.
Can we start the rumor that Eminem is Jerry Mathers' son?
That might be a great dentist. So I wonder if someone has that. Marshall Mathers next to Jerry Mathers on their chest.
No, they're related.
You got to be careful, though, getting these tattoos of people because,
Why?
things go south. What
Sure.
if you had Gary Glitter?
Yeah.
True.
I had logos of the Washington football team on. I still have them. They're classic now.
Right.
Sure, I can't go to certain states, but still,
They're almost charming.
That's right.
Bill Cosby was a comic genius.
Yeah.
That guy that sold him a lot of lewds, apparently. So,
are you saying that the Bill Cosby tattoo that I got on my arm isn't going to be cool anymore?
Well, the fact that you got it last year.
Look, I like Dr. Huxtable, okay? He's wearing the sweater, it's clearly Huxtable.
oh, man. Well, okay. Thank you very much. Now, here's something that's kind of interesting. I was talking to Willie the other day, and I said, what are you doing? He goes, I'm cooking my dinner. I'm a gigantic fan of HelloFresh.
Willie?
Yeah, I did it, Chick.
Right, Willie.
I did it.
Willie has started using HelloFresh along with me and Christy.
Yep.
You know who's a great cook is your brother. He's a much better cook than you.
Oh, nice.
No, I wouldn't know about that. I say I'm so great at cooking. But I'm getting pretty good with HelloFresh.
HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit. And right now, by the way, you can take advantage of some very special savings because HelloFresh really wants you to try them out. And so they've made it almost impossible not to. What is HelloFresh? Well, it's simple recipes. They've done all the shopping for you. They've done most of the work. The box arrives at your house, and here we go. And what kind of food is it? Well, they've got all kinds of food. Every week, 22, what they call them, chef-curated recipes.
Yep.
So people know what they're
you
doing,
want.
design the food. And sometimes, whatever you want, you can sign up for vegetarian if you like that. You can sign up for family-friendly. You can sign up for low-cal. And it's great because, like I said, you're going to save a ton of time because they've gone to the grocery store. They've taken the cart, looked around, and found the horseradish and the marshmallows, whatever it is that I couldn't find.
And they come with great cards with a lot of pictures on them, right, Willie? So they're easy to follow.
Yep. The oranges are orange. Yeah. I can figure it out.
I love that. Save 40% on groceries. You cut your food waste by a ton, and you save a lot of time. HelloFresh.com. This is their best offer ever. Use the code BTShow90. Why did we pick 90? Well, BT Show 90 stands for the $90 off you're going to get. And then, how about for this special offer, free shipping? This is HelloFresh's Black Friday sale, and it continues right now. So for a limited time, you go to HelloFresh.com. That code is BT Show 90 for $90 off. Did I mention free shipping? Yeah, that's right. HelloFresh.com. Be sure to tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. BT Show 90. Coming up in sports?
That's it.
Oh, coming up in sports, nothing.
Coming up in news, baby.
We have George Clooney in the news. We have, how's your medical story, Pat?
I'm done now.
When we come back, a tribute to medicine, sort of. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Bob and Tom podcast. Yes, more than one. That's with an S. You know what you call a gathering of Bob and Tom podcasts? Funny. Check out all three of our podcasts. Bits and Pieces podcast to dive into the archive with Willie G and Jason and Jess and Jessica. That Josh Arnold podcast with Josh, and the Bob and Tom Show Extra podcast, all right there waiting for you. Just go to bobandtom.com/podcasts. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Dave Prowse, the British weightlifter turned actor who played Darth Vader in the original Star Wars trilogy, has died at the age of 85. He passed away Saturday after a short illness. Some are saying COVID. Prowse represented England in weightlifting at the Commonwealth Games in the 1950s before breaking into movies. Physically, Prowse was perfect for the part of Darth Vader, but his lilting English West Country accent was considered less ideal, and his lines were re-recorded by, of course, James Earl Jones. If you were to choose a word that rose above most in 2020, which word would it be? Merriam-Webster today will announce pandemic as its 2020 word of the year. pandemic rose to the top in March when the World Health Organization declared coronavirus crisis a pandemic. Interest in the word on the company's website, Merriam-Webster.com, has been through the roof this year for the word pandemic. And Cher was in Pakistan recently to trumpet the cause of Kavan, called the world's loneliest elephant. It appears those efforts were worth it. After languishing for years in a decrepit zoo, the elephant has been packed into a huge metal box. That's the first step in being flown to a sanctuary in Cambodia, where he can finally enjoy the company of other elephants. Cher was among those seeking Kavan's removal from the zoo, where conditions were so bad a court ordered the facility closed back in August. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Well, what else would you be doing with your time?
From the exclusive Bob and Tom Salon comes a brand new fragrance.
Oblivious. Hello, sir. Can I help you?
Hello, yes. I seem to have lost my room key and I need another.
Name?
It's McCartney.
McCarthy?
No, it's McCartney.
Oblivious. That's one of those tricky Irish names that gives my computer fits. So is it MC with one big C, or one of those with a cute little C and a big C, or just two big C's?
It's a little C and then a big C.
Okay, then. And your first name?
Well, it's Paul McCartney.
Okay, Mr. McCartney. And are you here with a group?
Not anymore.
Oblivious.
This is the scent for the unaware.
You know, one of the most meaningful things that's happened to me since I've been the president. Oops.
Oblivious.
This is the scent for the intellectually absent.
Good morning, sports fans.
Good morning, Chick. What do you have for us today?
Well, I've got nothing.
Great.
Oblivious.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, "Fool me once, shame on you." If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
Oblivious.
Oblivious perfume is available at fine retail outlets everywhere. In fact, it's probably right in front of you and you didn't even notice. Oblivious.
You know, it'll take time to restore chaos, but we will.
Oblivious.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
There are water shortages in Nairobi after floods tore through a dam. Apparently, someone aggravated the god of irony. 5 ounces of crack cocaine were found in a toddler's dog.
721 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Christy Lee is
Yes.
right there with a quick forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Mix of rain and snow showers today. Look for a high of 36. It looks like it's now snow.
Oh.
Down to 26 overnight and then partly cloudy 34 tomorrow. 35 right now.
Okay, thank you very much, Christy Lee.
Get the animals in. French toast time.
Take the hoses off your walls and don't complain. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Remember, the voice of reason is found elsewhere. Where was I? There's Ace Cosby celebrating. Wait a minute, let me rephrase that. Ace's team lost over the weekend, among other things. We'll leave it right there. Ace, of course, is sitting at the OmahaSteaks.com Joke of the Day desk. That'll be coming sometime soon. In the meantime, I'll look across the way. Chick McGee has just completed a sound sportscast. We covered almost everything.
Yeah, what'd you pay for it? Okay, there.
Okay, I enjoyed it very much. Josh Arnold is over there. Josh, do they have fantasy hockey?
Yes.
Do you participate in that?
No.
Why is that?
I have a life to live.
I can't understand.
Dismissing an entire.
I can't understand fantasy football. I mean, I understand it, but I don't know how.
The thing is, I bet it's real fun.
A fan of a team cheers for, like, I couldn't have any Cowboys on my team. I'd lose my mind.
There you go.
I can't.
She's not a Cowboy. She's Christy Lee.
Nope. I like Cowboys, though.
Do you know?
Sure. Who doesn't? I've watched Yellowstone. Who wouldn't?
Looking for a cowboy, are you?
Are you a buckle bunny?
Buckle bunny, but those guys are pretty hot.
That's what they call them on Yellowstone, buckle bunny.
Yeah, the rodeo girls, the
Really?
groupies, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Rodeo.
Okay, cool. Christy is in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Let's see. This is Tom speaking. There's Patty G in the other room. You're working on that song for us?
Done.
Really? Oh, we'll get to it in just a second.
Over here in the lab.
There's Willie G. He's right next to me. So we'll find out how everybody did for Thanksgiving, et cetera, et cetera.
How was yours? No trauma over there?
No, not at all. It was great.
Good.
Great.
There was an interesting scenario. You tried to go look at some lights. Isn't that the case at some venue, and there was a problem?
Yeah. I'm not really going to cover that.
It was very popular.
Your irritation was genuine, and I think people enjoy hearing you irritated.
This was a walk-through lighting thing where the geniuses that did it had
supposed to saunter,
had the beverages and the everything right in the beginning. So there were 100 people, masks off, all cavorting.
Oh,
really?
Cove being the up.
Yes.
And you guys can back me up on this. Tom said I was furious.
So I had to bycast the super spreader event and then go enjoy the lights.
Yeah, I hate when people are out being irresponsible, and I hate even more when they don't give me a call to offer if I would maybe want to go be irresponsible and buy food.
Wouldn't you like to go see the Christmas lights with your father?
It could be nice.
It was wonderful. I got to see it earlier in the week.
Oh, you did? Oh, well, don't worry about it. I just stayed at home alone, watched a movie, and cried. So pretty fun night either way.
Only someone would have called.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I love not getting called. Don't you?
Yes.
I love getting called and then them calling and canceling. I love it.
That's the greatest feeling.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, isn't that the best?
Oh, speaking of getting called.
I hate getting called.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Well, this is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Clay Midia. And this is some other news.
Change that first name.
Well, a Florida man posted a video showing off his family's unusual pre-Thanksgiving tradition, thawing out the turkey in their backyard swimming pool.
Oh.
That's right. Mark O'Donnell posted the video showing his family dumping the 16-pound turkey into the swimming pool behind their Clearwater home to thaw out for cooking. The turkey was removed after thawing for a day in the pool.
Oh.
O'Donnell said his family has been thawing the Thanksgiving turkey in the pool for 18 years now. It goes hand in hand with their other Thanksgiving tradition, making 20,000 gallons of chlorinated gravy. In other news, the organization WATCH stands for World Against Toys Causing Harm, and well, they've released their top 10 most dangerous toys this season. Included among the top 10 are a pair of WWE oversized fists, plus Star Wars Mandalorian Darksaber, missile launcher, and other potentially hazardous toys. Hey, I've done my own research, and here's a list of super dangerous toys I've put together that also failed to make the list. Rooftop trampoline.
Oh, yeah,
that's a tough one. The Easy Bake Oven Tide Pod Recipe Cookbook.
That's good.
The Build Your Own Lego Guillotine.
Oh, boy.
Road Rage Barbie. Pull her cord and she screams, "Move it over, a-hole."
Wow. That's hostile.
Circular saw blade disc golf.
Oh, yeah, that's
wear a glove.
Very dangerous.
Yeah. The at-home teen body piercing kit has been pulled for lack of sterilization protocol.
Okay.
Of course, yeah.
Baby's first gasoline barbecue. Apparently, babies and real flames don't mix.
No.
I can see that.
No.
And the Charlie Sheen doll. Apparently, kids have been trying to smoke the fake crack. Charlie Sheen. Who the hell is? And lastly, barrel full of Asian murder hornets. Well, this has been Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Clay Media, and this has been Some Other News.
Has anybody seen the video of this guy?
I like that. Yeah, at the end.
What guy?
This guy's turkey floating in his pool.
No.
Now, let me ask you this. Would it be okay if you had a saltwater pool, you think?
Oh, they would brine it.
Yeah,
I think that'd be okay, right?
Yeah, you'd have to talk to a food scientist. How long can it
can't be okay?
How long can it be up to temperature?
Is it sealed up at least?
It can't be chlorinated.
It's got to be sealed up.
Right, but still, I'd be nervous.
Right?
Yeah.
Bathtub is one thing.
The guy here is Mark O'Donnell says the turkey's packaging was closely examined for leaks before the thawing process to make sure none of the chlorinated water seeped into the meat.
All right.
Okay.
There you go.
I can just see next year's headline. Massive alligator.
Yeah, exactly. This is in Clearwater.
Dies after eating a semi-thawed turkey. That's pretty funny. So anything involving... And so your turkey came out great, Josh?
It did.
Oh,
yeah.
It was perfect. Okay, good. Well, now...
I'm glad they finally figured out you put something that's okay to cook, the giblet, you put that in some container instead of plastic.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
It's sort of
Because
like
a lot of people
soft, wet paper thing.
Right, I'm telling you, it was hidden in there. I mean, there's no way that I don't know how I missed it.
It's tucked up in there.
I was way up in there.
You got a Maplethorpe that baby. You got to get in there and...
It was like did
you have a glove on?
I really prima nocted the heck out of it. No.
No glove?
No glove.
Why would I wear a glove?
No glove, no
I have
love.
soap at my house. I can wash my hand after.
No, I mean, it's under your nails. It's in the...
it's easy.
You probably have... What do you get? Is it salmonella or trichinosis?
It's salmonella.
Yeah, I got neither.
Okay. You got a nail brush over there? You got a nice nail brush, I bet, huh?
I don't have a nail brush.
You have a nail brush?
No, I keep my nails tidy.
Tom's right. You're filthy. Jeez.
Oh, my gosh.
I spent the weekend in bed. Thanks, Josh.
Well, this guy that throws his turkey into the pool, did you know that you now have to wait 30 minutes before you get salmonella?
No.
You know,
very, very, very interesting.
I think I get the idea that Pat's assumed that you two are living together now. Did you pick that up?
A little bit.
Oh, really?
I got, 5 texts Friday, 4 Saturday. I told my friend, I guess Godwin and I are best friends now.
I'll take it as a hint to back off the text.
One pity Thanksgiving, and
he
there
knows
you
I'm
are.
teasing him. We had a fine time.
Okay.
I made them stand up and hold hands. And
Did a grace?
Yes.
Did you say grace?
Yeah, of course. And then...
Did you say what you were thankful for? Any names come up?
Many names.
Oh, many names, yeah.
How about the good food, good meat, good God, let's eat? I like that one.
Rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub.
Did one of the girls do a version of that? Did Hart say, good food, good meat, let's eat?
Yeah, they have. After we did the normal one, she has some shortened version. Much like this is my 4-year-old.
Through the teeth and over the gums, look out stomach, here it comes.
Something.
Because Finley kind of gave this really kind of rehearsed sort of thing, and then Hart just gave this sort of bar kind of thing. Like it was very funny.
Does your 4-year-old daughter know bar toast?
I don't know where she
She has a book called Pub Witticisms, and it's just...
May you be in heaven a half hour before the devil knows you're dead.
There's tall ships and small ships, lots of ships in the sea. The best ships are friendships. Here's to you and me. Pass the gravy.
Up yours and down mine.
Well, that actually leads to our first challenge.
I kiss your wife.
And it kind of ties into Josh's difficulty finding the hidden giblets in his first turkey ever.
Is it giblets or giblets?
Giblets.
I've always heard this is like the
GIF.
What is it? GIF.
Gyros,
Yes.
gyros.
Yes. I don't know. I've always heard giblets, but who knows?
It's giblets.
This is a news story about a doctor who's going to prison.
Yep.
In Michigan. Do you have that one, Christy?
A former doctor, actually, in Michigan's been sentenced to prison for reusing rectal devices on patients.
Well,
Dr. Roger Byer pleaded guilty in May to conspiring to commit healthcare fraud, as well as telling his staff to reuse single-use anorectal catheters on multiple patients.
Does everyone hear Tom giggling?
Oh, I mean, look at his face. He's the happiest he's been in weeks.
All I have to do is say rectal and he giggles.
He just is giggling to.
So these were meant for one use, and he
right.
The sad part is the second use was as a tongue depressor.
Check this out, Josh. According to an administrative complaint, a nurse at Women's Healthcare Specialists in Kalamazoo estimated the rectal pressure sensors were used. Once again, these are for single use only, more than 100 times before they were replaced.
Well, this guy was making money hand over fist.
I'll say. Oh, man. He was saving money out the end.
Yeah. And three of my jokes.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Pat. Yeah, we need to start doing these songs first.
What rhymes with anus?
Now, Pat, I sent you this news story. Do you have any luck with it?
Yeah, let's go with the Beach Boys in this one, okay?
Okay, sure.
It's mighty gross in the medical profession when a doctor has a psychological obsession that causes him to insert dirty objects where they don't belong. Is he cheap or just a dirty old man sticking someone else's probe up your can? It's not nice to take a rectal device and use it again. Studio fade.
That's one of my favorite Beach Boys songs.
Is it?
Oh, that's a great song. Now, thank you very much, Pat. Very good.
Does John Stamos play on that one?
Lucky. I don't know who plays
He's a good drummer.
I did not know that.
Okay.
I saw the Beach Boys with John Stamos one time.
Were they good?
Did a fine job. Yeah.
Brian Wilson?
Did you get your money back?
No, I didn't want my money back.
Just asking.
I love John Stamos. Who doesn't want to look at that? Yeah, come on.
Now we're going to play some Christmas requests because the holiday season has arrived officially.
The holiday season.
So we're
Did you decorate your tree?
Yes.
Oh yes, tree's done.
Good.
One of the wreaths is lit.
Mm-hmm. One.
Yeah, one. Okay.
The tree's lit and so am I.
They have a wreath on the bathroom, and when you open the bathroom door, it looks like someone is sneaking up on you because the wreath pops in when it gets removed from the wall. Does that make sense?
You have a wreath on your bathroom door?
As you pull the door.
It's completely terrifying.
What?
Wait a minute. What?
I'm not a wreath over the crapper?
Why in the hell do you have a wreath in the bathroom?
Trouble.
Is that towel rack fixed yet?
Festive is the key.
Festive. Okay.
Yeah.
But I lit the one on the outdoor thing, and that caused a problem because.
Why? You didn't do it right?
Well, you have to.
Did you short something out?
No, you have to, where the plug meets the extension cord, you got to wrap it in plastic or the water will get in there and short the whole thing. So I did that, and then it looked kind of ugly, so I moved this outdoor candle thing to hide it, and that didn't go over because it threw the whole thing off balance. That resulted in a massive fight.
They make indoor-outdoor plugs and waterproof. They don't even have to wrap plastic around it, Gilligan.
Yes.
You can just...
They have a little case thing that you can put them in and
I
click
know,
it.
and
It's
I bought several of them last year, and I can't find them. So,
and the government, they stopped making them. That's right. That's tough for you.
Yeah. Oh, that's rough.
You can't get the waterproof plugs.
That night you can see where the wreath is on the fireplace. Very nice.
And then you go in the crapper, spend some time, you're staring at a wreath.
Yeah. I don't refer to it as the crapper.
Nice, real nice.
I like to call it the King's Throne.
That's
Tom,
right.
sometime today, please, when you're talking to the woman in your life, look at her and go, I'm just going to hit the crapper real quick. And you see what she says.
I do this. I go, hey, I got some paperwork. I call it
I think her favorite is dropping the kids at the pool.
Oh,
That's
boy.
Perhaps the most disgusting.
Browns off at the Super Bowl. I like that one.
I just never thought to put wreaths on the inside doors, I guess. I always put them on the outside doors.
Do you have mistletoe hanging so you can get a quick
No, but we
smooch?
have, what's that stuff? What's the stuff called?
Garland?
Garland, yeah. We garland the stairway thing to the halfway to the basement. That was interesting. Because last year I bought my favorite thing and my favorite invention of all time are those zip ties.
Oh, yeah.
And I had Christmas-colored green zip ties.
Oh,
they
nice.
must be with those plug covers. I couldn't find those either. So we had to use black ones, and now we're putting a ribbon over.
Go home today and hold the mistletoe up and go, would you like a smooch? Just like that.
See what happens. Isn't mistletoe now called Me Too weed?
Yes. If it isn't,
you want a smooch? How about a smooch?
Coming up, we have a great story about George Clooney. Also, a little bit of sad news. I don't know if you heard about this, Josh.
Good. Yeah.
A little bit of sad news in the world of sci-fi films.
Oh,
we'll get to that. And everybody's getting in on this making their own booze thing.
Yep.
All the stars have to do it, and now apparently so does Buckingham Palace.
Hey, why not?
Yeah, I'm sure.
The Queen's shine. This is delicious.
You're talking about my queen.
Okay, well, we'll get to all that stuff coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Rodney Carrington, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
They call him comedian Tim Cavanaugh. We call him funny. He'll be calling in, actually Zooming his way in with November birthdays right here on Bob and Tom 24/7 later this morning, as well as comedian Reno Collier Zooming his way in from Tennessee. We'll find out what they're up to later this morning right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Stay tuned.
I'm Chick-fil-A with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Sunday Night Football, Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. He threw for 4 touchdowns, and they beat the slumping Chicago Bears 41-25 in Green Bay to pad their NFC North lead. Patrick Mahomes, 462 yards, 3 touchdowns. He outplayed Tom Brady, led the Kansas City Chiefs 27-24 win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Florida. Other NFL winners yesterday: Atlanta, Buffalo, Cleveland, Miami, Minnesota, the Giants, New England, Tennessee, New Orleans, and San Francisco. And in college football, for the 4th straight week, the top 8 teams in the AP College Football Poll stay in place. The top 8 look like this: Alabama, Notre Dame, Ohio State, Clemson, and Texas A&M, followed by Florida at 6th, Cincinnati 7th, and BYU is at number 8. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I ordered a pizza, and it was a small, you know me, a small, tiny pizza, a cauliflower crust or whatever. Yeah. And I felt so guilty having them deliver pizza for $10 to my house, and I ordered a medium cheese pizza too.
For no one. Wait a second.
I stayed at a hotel. I ordered a pizza and was waiting and waiting and waiting. And then I looked at the app and realized I had ordered it to my house. And I called my neighbors and said, there is a pizza on my porch if you would like to have it. And they ate it.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, of course.
Time now for Bob and Tom Super Bowl Trivia.
The game of football we are familiar with today has changed somewhat from the original version invented in the mid-19th century. With roots in rugby and soccer, the game used an odd egg-shaped ball made from a pig's bladder. Several Ivy League colleges had teams that competed, and eventually professional clubs were formed. In one of the most violent and famous games in history, the Redskins soundly defeated the Cowboys on the field at Little Bighorn Stadium in Montana. The quarterback, George Costa, was not available for comment after the game.
This has been Bob and Tom Super Bowl Trivia.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian Greg Warren, former state champion wrestler. You're the son of a wrestling coach. Now, I assume your dad was also your wrestling coach. Is that correct?
Yes, he was. Yeah, people are always asking me, they're like, hey, that must have been tough. Your dad was a wrestling coach. He must have pushed you really hard. Mm-hmm. He did. But you think about it, he pushed me in athletics. That's sort of a normal thing to push your kid in, right? There's people out there who spend their whole lives trying to find Bigfoot. How'd you like to have that guy pushing you? Do you even want to find Bigfoot, son? Because you don't act like it. You don't have a tracking map. You don't have night goggles. You don't know how to make a plaster mold out of a footprint.
Hi, 744 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
That is correct. A quick update on the weather forecast, Christy Lee.
Yeah, we have a mix of rain and snow. Right now it's snow. It'll turn back to rain. It's kind of a crazy day today. Look for a high of 36. Overnight, we'll have variable cloudiness down to 26 and then partly cloudy 34 tomorrow. 35 and snow now.
What's the difference between, Chick McGee and a electronic device that will play Q95? One is a smart speaker. Thank you very much. You can play Q95 on over 2,000 devices.
I'm not a smart.
Just ask your smart speaker to play Q95.
Alexa, put Q95
on. I'm so sorry. That was mean. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks very much for joining us. Let's see where it was.
Hey, Tom, look, hockey puck.
Oh, that's nice.
I got one too, Mom.
Remind me to collect those and throw them away.
Nope.
Where was I? Oh, there's Ace Cosby, our engineer. Ace is not in just any chair.
Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom.
That's the OmahaSteaks.com.
Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom.
That can stop now.
Chick is over there.
We were killing it.
Josh is over there.
Well, you were killing it, all right.
Ace is over there.
I heard radios clicking off worldwide.
Chick is over there, having lots of fun. Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, man. Love it.
Excuse me. Let me
Yes.
Bob and Tom Show.
Enough.
Jingle.
He's got the orchestra baton or whatever.
Where was I? I know. I was trying to pay the bills. Let's see. Christy Lee is at the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Hi, Christy.
Hi, Tom.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
You look especially nice today.
Well, thank you.
Is that a sweater or what are you wearing there? What is that?
Yeah, it's a turtleneck with a vest.
Oh, hiding some hickeys? Ooh.
Yeah,
Good
that's
love
exactly
action.
right.
Wow.
Hey, Joe. Shut up. Let's see. Where was I? I'm not introducing Josh at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair.
Oh, and fast forward tomorrow, Tom will come in. Hey, I've got some words for one of our music interludes that we play. It goes, Bob and Tom Show. What do you think?
Let's see. Now, there's Pat Conlon.
Hello.
I enjoyed your song, Pat.
Thank you.
Oh, you're the one.
And Willie G is over there.
Chick's on fire.
Okay, there's Ace. I'm Tom. Welcome back to the show.
My level.
Come on here. Okay. Real quick, the story about the lady with the M&M tattoos.
Yes.
hadn't looked up a photograph of this woman. These tattoos are the best I have ever seen.
Come on.
Really?
They are these. I mean, let me rephrase it. The artwork is the most precise I've ever seen of any tattoo.
Wow.
How many of them does she have?
I'd have to grab the story again. 15 portraits of Eminem inked on her body, which is a world record.
Well, I don't think that's a record because I have a friend. He's got 17 Skittles tattoos, and those things are cool. Man.
Oh my, these are intricate, aren't they?
Yeah, they are amazing.
Not good enough for Josh, huh? Not Eminem Skittles. Not good enough for Arnold, huh?
They are really, really well done.
Oh, she looks like Lisa Loeb.
She does a little bit. Nice glasses.
Do you suppose her boyfriend says, "Hey, could we do it with your clothes on again next time?"
I need Marshall in me.
Yeah, a little bit distracting. They don't show the one that has Marshall singing. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Oh, yeah, with his
lips
singing maybe "Oh, Canada" or something.
Okay. Anyway, these are quite literally. Wouldn't you agree with me, Christine, in terms of the art?
Yeah.
Representational art. They are very accurate and very well done.
Very well done.
And big. Okay.
Oh, geez. She should probably wear a bra. Ooh.
Wow, Chick.
I'm sorry.
What are you looking at? I don't have that picture.
You don't have that? You don't have this picture?
Oh, no, I don't.
Oh. Talk about tit for tat.
Mostly, not a lot of tat.
Not a lot of tat.
I don't know how to feel about low on the tat.
They're supposed to hang there. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Bob and Tom. It's Donnie Baker.
Perfect.
Hey, I'm calling in real quick. I'm in the courthouse right now waiting for him to call my idiot cousin Lonnie's case here in a few minutes.
Uh-oh.
It's pretty standard procedure. Well, more tradition now. We call it the annual Monday morning after Thanksgiving Baker bailout.
Oh, man.
Well, those of us that don't get it Thanksgiving, they usually scoop up in a Black Friday melee. Happens every year. Well, like last year, Lonnie got into it with my hot cousin Amber's new boyfriend, Alan Ray. And it all started when our annual game of yard yards went sideways. The first one was an accident. The second was driving home the point, you don't talk smack about Richard Petty's, and especially not Tom Petty's during the Lord's Prayer. Swear to God. So Alan Ray enjoyed Mary Jane's Last Dance in a meat wagon on the way to ER.
Oh.
He took one jart to the back and the other to the left thigh. And my Aunt Putty was so drunk, she said, well, at least you got him in the dark meat. Nobody eats that anyway.
Wow.
God.
But this year, my idiot cousin Lonnie, he got caught selling black market turkeys out of deep freezer reloaded in the bed of his 85 90 Max pickup. Trouble was, the freezer wasn't even plugged in, Christy.
Yeah?
He thought he'd just run it off the engine block through osmosis or something. But we're hoping he gets off on a technicality because they's actually turkey vultures and not American turkeys.
Oh, is that right?
No tax stamps on them. So we figure they should be releasing him on his own renaissance. This year, basically a pretty light year for the Bakers. They got Lonnie, but there's still outstanding warrants on my cousin Mikey, his girlfriend Dana, Lonnie's brother Javen, and my hot cousin Amber. All outstanding warrants for failure to appear relating to the Baker Easter Brawl we had back in April, I think. Hey, I've been around. They just called Lonnie's case. I got a clip-on tie and a ponytail holder. I need to get to him right quick. And I'm acting as his legal counsel and public offender.
You're doing that well.
Nothing worse than a Thanksgiving jarts match going wrong. Wow, those are deadly, aren't they? In any event, this Eminem thing. Once again, this woman has the world record for the most tattoos of the I guess the face of a famous musician. These are really, really well done.
They are
tattoos.
very nice.
And she's got a ton of lyrics and other stuff, so well worth looking at. We'll post these on the various Bob and Tom social media platforms, and we will now segue over to Christy Lee in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. What have we missed?
Well, everybody wants to be in the liquor business these days. Count Queen Elizabeth II, because she has launched her own brand of gin made with ingredients from her garden. The Queen's Sottingham estate in Norfolk released Sardingham Gin. It's distilled locally and includes ingredients from the royal residence's gardens.
Well, shouldn't it be the Queen's Bush or something?
I don't know if that would sell, Chick.
The Queen's Bush.
How about that? There are bushes in the garden, right?
I hear she's a shaver. Sorry.
No way. No way.
I understand that. I don't see
I don't know if I didn't have to do it, I think I would be. I'd have someone shave me. Yeah. What about you,
I bet she has
Tom?
a footman or whatever that does it.
No, she
a little
does.
higher.
A bushman?
She famously had it shaved in a heart shape along with fashion designer Mary Quant.
Oh, God.
Very famous.
Is that true or
Very
just
famous.
a rumor?
The Mary Quant thing, no, it's absolutely true. It's a very famous,
How do you know?
Famous story out of the world of fashion, because I know someone.
Did you
who knows.
date her?
No, I just know someone who knows.
Are you
According
are you a quant head?
Easy, Tiger. They're called queefers. You idiot.
Oh, sorry.
According to
idiot.
the product description, the gin is made with Sherman fruit grown in the Queen's walled garden.
Oh, nice.
A bottle of Sardingham gin costs about $63. This is not the royal.
This one has a hint of corgi turd.
Those things are adorable.
Oh, thank you.
It's not the royal family's first foray into alcohol production. Buckingham Palace Gin was released this summer, while Prince Charles has his own gin called Highgrove House.
Using a minimum of slave labor.
Oh, my.
We have all the land. Rent, please. Have you seen the ad for this?
No, I haven't.
It's got Queen Elizabeth, and she goes, "I'm still Gin, he from the block." You see?
What? That makes no sense. Jenny from the block, a
He's
Jennifer
laughing.
Lopez
He's
reference?
laughing like he said something funny. Look at him.
Farther away from Jennifer Lopez.
Exactly. Precisely the point.
Jenny from the block.
Although I bet Jennifer Lopez is
She said that
more
50
difficult
years
to
ago?
deal with than the Queen.
Yeah, I would imagine that's a...
Yeah, that's got to be.
Or A-Rod.
Oh,
well,
that'd
and
be-
poor... You know what? They deserve each other, don't
Yes, they do. Exactly. You hit the nail on the head there,
A-Rod's
Josh.
got to have something somewhere. You know?
I did see a couple.
yeah.
I went for a long walk yesterday. Saw a couple of corgis.
Did you?
God, they're so cute.
There's a corgi in my neighborhood, too. They're adorable.
Yep.
I follow these two corgis online, Hammy and Olivia on Instagram.
Are you kidding me?
No, they're great.
Sadly, he's not.
They get into
Adventures of your follow the adventures of someone else's dogs.
They solve crime.
Really?
And then they have to take on the evil dragon downstairs. It's the vacuum.
For Christmas, I'm going to get you a puzzle. Something else to do with your time.
Corgi puzzle?
Do they make stilts?
Say I'm on there?
Do they make stilts for corgis? That'd be funny.
That would be funny.
Well, I feel like the whole joy of corgis is that they kind of have those tiny little legs.
Sure.
So the stilts could take away the fun.
Yes.
Good are they? Why did they breed them like that? They must get a gopher
Yes,
hole
sir.
or something?
Do you have a
that
corgi
must
on stilts
be.
over there?
No, but there are corgi puzzles galore.
Oh, I have no doubt.
out there.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Oh boy.
No, I already got you. Yours. Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting your birthday present too. Damn it.
I got you something you're going to like. It.
That sounds like a threat, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. You're going to like it a lot.
I hope it was
Boy,
some
I got
oxygen.
something you
because
guys
all
are all
the oxygen
gonna
just got
hate.
sucked out of this room.
Oh, you didn't care for a little real life conversation?
No.
All right, more poo.
Yeah. Let's talk about Alan Sherman. Can't talk about Alan Sherman enough.
The point is,
How
it's
dare
Alan
you.
Sherman's birthday.
It's Alan Sherman's birthday.
Hello, mother. Hello, father. Here I am at Camp Granada.
Pat,
Jimmy
Pat
Pardo
this
would
week,
say-
this week we're going to do a Christmas version.
If you enjoy that song, Jimmy Pardo would say, take a bottle, break it off, and stab it in your neck.
You can just see the men holding M16s to that audience go, laugh.
Oh, man.
Why is Camp Granada such a laugh line?
Because back then Granada was a huge mess. Like it was a political.
No, this came out in, 60-something. This wasn't that Granada.
What? They're not referencing Granada?
No.
Then it's not funny at all. I've been attributing humor to that line.
You remember?
That's an audience that's
You remember
sweetened,
Jeffrey
Josh.
Spivey?
He wrote that in 62, 60, the early 60s.
Yeah, you're right.
It didn't have anything to do with
You're
Grenada.
right. It's my fault. I definitely had that all jumbled up.
No, it's all about the adventures at camp.
Is it?
It was a huge hit.
So what did he just wanted Granada to rhime with fada?
Yep.
Fada.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm
That's
sorry.
how he came up with Skinner. And
I'm
Skinner
sorry,
rhymes
T.S. Eliot.
Rhymes with something.
In the room, the women come and go.
He did that with everything. Spivey rhymes with got poison ivy. Yeah, there wasn't a Spivey. See?
You're right.
I knew a guy named Spivey.
Oh, that
No
crap.
way.
Sure.
You don't know a guy named
Spivey.
I do, yeah.
last name?
No, that was his last name, indeed.
Okay, good. Yeah.
I mentioned his first name. I believe he was a drug dealer.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Well, at least we got his last name out there.
Could have gone with a nickname. He was kind of an amateur drug dealer.
I see.
A friend of a friend.
Amateur.
I know people that play jazz. When we come back, we have a T-Rex news and maybe a new song from Pat Gatto. I'm going to unleash on him during the break.
All right.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bees are stupid. Them are not stupid. They're stupid. Them are not stupid. They're stupid.
Essential Morning Radio.
They're stupid.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
I'm guessing you probably have the Bob and Tom app already on your phone, but maybe your neighbors, your best friend, your hairdresser, maybe they would like the Bob and Tom Show app. Tell them all about it. It's available in the iTunes and Google Play Store, and it's free. They can listen to their local radio station, listen to Bob and Tom 24/7, the Bob and Tom 24-hour comedy station. We have fun, don't we? Or set an alarm that'll wake you up with the show. It's the Bob and Tom app. It's free. Let everyone know.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. The nation's top infectious disease expert says the United States may see a surge upon surge of the coronavirus over the coming weeks, and he does not expect current recommendations around social distancing to be released before Christmas. Dr. Anthony Fauci, director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, also says it's not too late for those of you traveling back home after the Thanksgiving holiday to help stop the spread by wearing masks, staying distant, and, of course, avoiding large groups. Congress is returning to Washington for one last attempt at deal-making this year. The only absolute must, preventing a government shutdown December 11th. But lawmakers are also debating whether to deliver another round of coronavirus relief before President Donald Trump leaves office. A virus bill would provide funding for vaccines and testing, for reopening schools, and for helping small businesses. But the parties remain divided on details and, of course, the cost. And your president-elect, Joe Biden, will likely wear a walking boot for several weeks after breaking his right foot. The president-elect suffered the injury Saturday while playing with one of his dogs. A scan found tiny fractures of 2 small bones in the middle of Biden's right foot. At 78, he will become the oldest president when he's inaugurated in January. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I drive over there, get in line. I'm in line for 15, 20 minutes. Get up to the thing, and the lady goes, I said, I'd like autumn harvest soup. And she goes, sir, this is Chick-fil-A. But I didn't notice until
8:01 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
That is correct, and that is Christy Lee with a quick forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather, brought to you by the CarX Man. Mix of rain and snow showers today, high 36, variable cloudiness overnight down to 26, then partly cloudy with 34 is our high tomorrow, 35 right now.
All the more reason to go to the state fairgrounds because you don't have to get out of the car. You just get in the car and drive around, see the great lights. Kids will love it.
I loved it. I went Friday.
Oh, yeah. It's we've been twice.
Delightful.
It is great. That reminds me. Josh had a very successful Thanksgiving dinner. Thank you for all the tips for his turkey. Next year, he'll probe deeper and try to get the giblets out of the sack.
He controls his interior temperature with his fabulous new windows. Is that correct?
I was just going to say, unbelievable. Josh has the new windows from our friends at Window Nation. And right now, Window Nation is having their year-end sale, combining 2 of their best offers of the year. Right, Josh?
That's right. Get 0% financing for 60 months on all window styles, and buy 2 windows, get 2 free, no limit. Need 10 windows? Only pay for 5 without paying a single cent on interest for 5 whole years. That's up to $5,000 in additional savings on the interest alone.
So it's your biggest investment, your house. How about doing something smart with it? 0% financing for 60 months on all style windows, and they have every style you've ever seen. And these windows are designed for central Indiana when sometimes it's too hot, sometimes it's too cold. Did I mention the 5 full years? That's 60 months if you do the math on that. 2 free windows for every 2 you buy. If you need 100, you buy 50. You got it? Need 100 windows. Yikes.
Well, don't yell at
that. Is
big house.
That is a big house.
They understand.
I'm sorry. There's no limit. Get started by visiting windownation.com right now.
That's right. Window Nation, not only rated A+ by the Better Business Bureau, but rated A++ by Josh Arnold.
Oh.
I love my new windows. They angle in so I can clean the outside from the inside. Perfect for winter. I am very, very pleased with window. Go to windownation.com today. Make sure you tell them that Josh and that other guy from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
That's right. I'm the other guy. Perfectly acceptable. That's windownation.com.
Now, by the way, they guarantee to be the best value or they'll pay you $250.
Well.
Yeah.
Sounds very good. Now, where was I? I was going to mention something else. Oh, the TV show, Bob and Tom Tonight. You'll find it, of course, at My Indie TV 23.
Today's Roundup Day on this
evening.
TV show.
No, it's not. At 11:30 this evening. Check it out, please. Okay, try to get the thing back on track here. Oh, we're back. Hello, once again, this is the Bob and Tom Show. I look around the room, I see the man, Ace Cosby, dressed in black, of course, in honor of his Las Vegas Raiders.
Did you see the picture I sent you? Did you see that? With Ace?
Yes.
Yes.
He sent it to us yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, Ace, it's you and Rudy Sarzo.
And Randy Rhodes.
And Randy
backstage.
Rhodes, way back in the day.
Pretty cool.
You got the Jackson 5 hair going? Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, you had the...
He was a kid.
Gorgeous
stuff.
stuff.
The fro.
Oh, yeah.
Looking good. There's a Chick McGee.
Looked like Dave Bing.
Who's Dave Bing?
Detroit Piston great.
Named
Former champ.
Named after Bing Crosby.
Is he?
That's right.
Oddly enough.
Who knew?
Former champ. The non-white Christmas.
You can't be my son legally, but you can take my first name as your last name.
Oh, that was a bingo.
That's a bingo. So,
There's Josh Arnold over there. I can see him from here at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair.
I can see him from here, like he's in a space shuttle.
The Great Wall. You can see it all the way from up there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Christy. There's Christy. Pat Godwin is in the other room working on some music for us. And maybe a Christmassy thing, Pat.
All right.
Would you be interested in maybe doing a kind of a fresh take on the Christmas party? Is that,
the Christmas party.
Yeah. Do you have time to work that up a little bit?
I know where you're going.
Our boss got run over by the Christmas party.
Damn it. You beat me to it.
Boom.
Willie G is right next to me.
Hey.
And Christy, what was the story you were
There
just...
will be no Christmas parties this year. We all know that.
Oh, there will be some.
Oh, there will be.
We'll read all about them.
In January.
You ever kiss someone at the Christmas party, Tom?
What do you mean?
That you weren't in a relationship with.
Office party.
No.
You know. Take him in the copy room.
No.
Right.
You act like you've never done anything wrong in your life.
We all know you have.
Yeah, but that's not on my list.
Janitor's closet.
Is that something you did?
No, I haven't ever done that.
I think the only thing famous about any of the Christmas parties we've had at the radio station, there was a really good fist fight at one.
Yes.
And then,
I was involved in that one, actually.
Oh, really?
Were you at the one at the seafood place where the guy, as she was taking off in his car, he heaved a prescription bottle at her?
Oh, yeah.
Remember what the prescription was?
No, I don't.
Actually, I was involved in 2 fights at Christmas parties.
Really?
Yeah.
The prescription was something really serious.
Were they hers or his?
I assume that they were.
Well, they're mine now.
I'm assuming they were probably his recreationally.
Oh,
Christy, was it a Christmas party where I made out with one of your friends?
No,
Was that a
we were
work
at
Christmas
the comedy
thing?
club, but I think it was around Christmas.
Oh,
wasn't
that's
it?
right. Yeah.
I want to hear more about this.
What was his name, Christy?
Very clever.
Kevin, and I miss him.
I'm working on a song about that event. It's called Methadone Christmas.
One guy threw cake at a friend of mine, so I pushed him, and he was very drunk. So he fell down. It took him like 5 minutes to fall down. He just kept backing up.
Oh, wow.
And the other one was a woman, I didn't know who she was, came up and said that she really liked the Bob and Tom show and enjoyed me on the air.
Yeah.
And her boyfriend or husband or whatever it was also a morning guy in radio, heard what she said.
Ooh.
Threw a drink at her, I think.
Ooh,
and
yikes.
stormed out of the party.
Yikes.
Well, this is a little getting in the holidays. How about something positive? I've got a very nice letter here.
We'll see about that.
No. We were talking about, what were we talking about? Oh, we were talking about the fact that Josh, when he was very concerned about making his turkey, ended up coming out fine, but you did, even despite repeatedly being told, to dig out the giblets, which are sometimes in a plastic sack,
right?
Often wrapped in paper.
What were you thinking?
But you didn't find them.
No, and I mean, I searched this thing.
But fortunately, they were in paper, so it didn't ruin the trip.
Right.
But we referenced something that we did in this show, and I have a very sweet letter about this. This gentleman writes, Chick McGee saved my life.
This is not uncommon. I get this letter quite often.
You guys were airing your famous Proctober show, and Chick had his proctological exam on the air. I was retired.
Almost like they took it out of me and then put it back in examining it.
I'm retired military. I'd had a physical every year there, but after I retired, it fell through the cracks, so to speak. I heard your episode driving into work. A little voice in my brain said, you better get another physical. I got the physical, and it turned out that I indeed had prostate cancer. He goes on to say he's doing great now.
Wow.
And he wants to thank Chick for taking one for the team.
Yes.
The annual Proctober celebration on the show, during which we would do the live exam. Yeah, fellas, ladies, lots of different things you got to get checked out. Don't forget.
Well, ladies,
to get
you don't
that
need
done.
the prostate.
No, but there are a lot of other exams you have to get, and that's actually, on a serious note, a huge problem right now.
Nobody's doing that.
Please go.
People are not getting the stuff they need to get checked out. So I know I'm going in for mine in 10 days or something.
Okay, good.
Can Josh and I come and not say anything? We'll just sit in the room with you.
It's sold out.
Just like that.
Wow.
He totally redeems himself.
There he goes.
I was very upset when I found out they can only legally have 25% capacity.
The Cleveland Sniper.
Did you ever hear that story, Josh, where I had to have the...
Oh, yeah, in the surgical theater.
Yeah, I didn't know. You'd heard the phrase surgical theater. I actually had to have not that exam, but a different one done in a place that literally had bleachers.
Yeah, and the inside of his body is so interesting.
Well, I heard that they wanted an encore.
Oh, my God.
There's something interesting, a term called medical shrinkage.
Boy, is there
That
ever.
is very real.
Man, is that true?
That was the penile equivalent of sword swallowing.
Oh.
And it was back in the days. Now they have the microscopic camera.
Yeah.
This was back in the days when it was like the cameras from News Center 5 they were sticking up there. This guy's got a car battery on it. Jesus, Doc, you going to put that in there?
Remember when Bob got his vasectomy on the air and his entire scrotum went up into his body when they touched
Oh, it's
him?
like a sea anemone.
Yeah, Tom and I in the room with the doctor. And
The doctor, of course, said you're going to feel a small prick. And Bob said,
no
"So are
matter
you."
who I talk to, I'll never forget that one. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom Show, USA. It's yours truly, Larry King.
Hey, Larry, how are you?
Well, I'm doing great. But, boy, I had a bit of a scare over the weekend.
What happened?
Well, I thought I was coming down with COVID.
Why?
I lost my sense of taste.
Oh, yeah?
I realized it when I found myself binge watching the TV show Two Broke Girls.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Woo, finally, the stench broke through my TV set, and I shut it off.
Oh, good thing.
Yeah, anyways, like many people, this whole virus pandemic thing is driving me nuts. Although I have to admit, Thanksgiving was fun.
Huh?
We had a shindig at my house.
Oh, a shindig. I love that word.
Yeah, man, it's just me and my second-to-last ex-wife, Carlita, or whatever the hell her name was. I can't remember. We called it a shindig because we both wore tie-dye, smoked some reefer, and I played the tambourine after dinner.
Oh, like the old TV show Shindig. Oh,
yeah, exactly.
Obscure.
And we're not certain, but we're thinking about having a hullabaloo at Christmas if I can score some more acid.
Even more obscure.
I'll tell you what, though, this COVID thing has sure made me paranoid.
Really?
I haven't washed my hands this much since my mom walked in on me while I was pulling my noodle.
Of course.
She ordered me to scrub away the sin by washing my hands for 20 minutes with lava soap. Ouch, man.
That hurts the pumice.
Yeah, it does.
Hey, Larry, did you just lay down on a pillow?
Get closer to the phone, Larry. We can't hear you.
What happened? Okay.
There we go.
For the COVID, here's how concerned I am. At our Thanksgiving dinner, I wore a mask. My ex-wife wore a mask, and I even made the turkey wear a mask.
Oh.
Which was quite a challenge, you know. It's pretty tough finding a mask to fit something that doesn't have a head. Speaking of masks and head, did I ever tell you that I have a nurse fetish?
No.
Is that right?
Yeah. It started when I was in the hospital recuperating during one of my many heart attacks.
Yeah?
This one hot nurse, Zelda, came in to check on my appetite.
Zelda?
I remember her asking, "Can you keep anything down?" I said, "Nothing below my waist." That's when she emptied a used enema bucket on my face.
Wow.
Anyway, as I was saying, we were extra careful at dinner. I sanitized my hands after every bite. You know, if you slather enough butter on your dinner roll, it kind of hides the taste of Purell. Incidentally, my ex-wife and I broke the wishbone, and I got the bigger piece, which means I got to make a wish.
Oh.
Yeah?
It didn't work, though. I was hoping Nurse Zelda would show up and we could have a threesome. I just happened to have bought along 3 enema bags.
Bags.
I guess that went over everybody. Ha-cha-cha-cha, man. I gotta go. I'm high as hell. Bye.
Thanks, Larry.
Bye, Larry.
Larry, I don't know what happened there. Well, good to know. Shindig and hullabaloo. Google them.
Yes.
Obscure.
Wow.
Rock and roll TV. God knows how long.
Rock and roll? Would you call that rock and roll?
Yeah. Maybe back then, was it?
Well, maybe. Yeah.
That was
Up-tempo show tunes is what we should have called them.
Yeah.
A lot of pop stuff.
Yeah,
Poppy.
post Beatles, great TV. Coming up, we have what, Christy Lee?
Oh, well, we have a lot. We have George Clooney cutting his hair with a Flowbee. We have a name of a town being changed in Austria that I'm going to have to tread lightly on. And we do have a sad death in the news of a friend of the show, actually, been on our program.
Okay, that's coming up. Right now, I want to remind you that we can put some happy back in the holidays.
That's right, with the Cash Rewards credit card from Navy Federal Credit Union. With the Cash Rewards card, you'll earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase. Josh?
That is right. Navy Federal Credit Union wants you to be happy, safe, and healthy this holiday season. So the Cash Rewards card is now contactless, so you can make payments quickly and securely with just a tap of your card.
The Navy Federal Credit Union Cash Rewards won't expire while your account is open, and you can easily redeem them online or with the Navy Federal Credit Union mobile app. Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase with the Cash Rewards credit card from Navy Federal Credit Union.
Visit NavyFederal.org for more information and to apply. At Navy Federal, our members are the mission. Open to the arms, sir. Well,
try it again there, Chief.
Open to the armed forces, the DoD, veterans, and their families. Message and data rates may apply. Insured by the NCUA.
Between you and Larry, I don't know what's going on with the sound.
I agree.
I thought you did a wonderful job.
Thank
Navy
you.
Federal Credit Union. There are buddies.
Thank you very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Hey, don't forget tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. It's Bob and Tom Tonight. Over 20 minutes of the best of today's show tonight. That's right, video. 20 minutes. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Bob and Tom Tonight on Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. Hit that red subscribe button and join over 100,000 other Bob and Tom fans from around the world who have already subscribed. It's free, won't cost you anything, and you can be watching highlights from today's show tonight. Bob and Tom Tonight, right there on the Bob and Tom YouTube channel. Check it out, won't you?
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Dave Prowse, the British weightlifter turned actor who played Darth Vader in the original Star Wars trilogy, has died at the age of 85. He passed away Saturday after a short illness. Some are saying COVID. Prowse represented England in weightlifting at the Commonwealth Games in the 1950s before breaking into movies. Physically, Prowse was perfect for the part of Darth Vader, but his lilting English West Country accent was considered less ideal, and his lines were re-recorded by, of course, James Earl Jones. If you were to choose a word that rose above most in 2020, which word would it be? Merriam-Webster today will announce pandemic as its 2020 word of the year. Pandemic rose to the top in March when the World Health Organization declared coronavirus crisis a pandemic. Interest in the word on the company's website, Merriam-Webster.com, has been through the roof this year for the word pandemic. And Cher was in Pakistan recently to trumpet the cause of Kavan, called the world's loneliest elephant. It appears those efforts were worth it. After languishing for years in a decrepit zoo, the elephant has been packed into a huge metal box. That's the first step in being flown to a sanctuary in Cambodia, where he can finally enjoy the company of other elephants. Cher was among those seeking Kavan's removal from the zoo, where conditions were so bad a court ordered the facility closed back in August. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
The globe to bring you the constant variety of
curvy cleavage on display.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry.
The human drama of
curvy cleavage on display.
This is
The Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt, no talent.
It's time now for the guy who would rather nitpick than have sex.
Baby, let's make love. You know, we haven't been together since the start of the new millennium.
Well, technically, the new millennium doesn't start until January 1st, 2001. Yeah, obviously, there was no year zero, so
Okay, whatever, but come on, baby. I want to try this kinky thing I read about using warm vegetables. I've got carrots, potatoes, and your favorite, tomatoes.
You know, that's kind of a common mistake. The tomato actually is a fruit, not a vegetable. Interestingly enough, the tomato is in the same family as the poisonous nightshade plant.
Listen, don't talk. Just come to bed. I'll tell you what. I'll give you.
You know, it's odd that people call it that. There's actually no blowing involved. You know, the term probably originated.
Oh, forget it. I'm out of here. You can go yourself.
You know, technically, that's not possible. This has been the guy who would rather nitpick than have sex.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
And then I was going to talk about washers and dryers, how the new washers and dryers are going to email us and text us when a load is done or a lint filter needs to be changed.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that's a good idea, too.
21 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. It certainly is. And there's Christy Lee with the weather forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather, brought to you by the Car X-Man. Rain, snow showers, depending on the time. Right now, we have snow, 34 degrees. Overnight, we'll have some clearing down to 26, then partly cloudy, 34 tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee.
Sure.
We got the TV show. That'll be tonight. It's called Bob and Tom Tonight. MyND TV 23 at 11:30. Special midnight showing every Saturday evening. And also, I want to remind you, one of the fun things you can do, you get to stay in your car where it's nice and warm and COVID-friendly. That's the fairgrounds and the Christmas Nights of Lights. It's very cool. Now, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Coming up, of course, the Ace Cosby joke of the day brought to you by Omaha Steaks and omahasteaks.com. Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Looking forward to that, certainly. Ace, you got a good one in the chamber over there?
Always.
Okay, we will be standing by and ready to be delighted.
I'm gonna stay seated, if that's okay with you. Is that all right?
You know what they say? Some jokes are well done from the omahasteaks.com Ace Cosby joke chair. Bad jokes are rare. But we'll be looking forward to that, certainly. In the meantime, there's Josh Chick. I'm Tom. That's Willie. Through the glass, it's Mr. Pat Godwin. I asked him to work on a little bit of a Christmas song for us as we get ready for the holidays. They're becoming very official. Christy Lee, of course, is through the glass that way. And on the big screen, we have joining us from Chicago. It's if you're dreaming of a white Christmas.
That would be me.
A guy he's so white that they've named a color after him at Sherman-Williams. It's Tim Cavanaugh, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, everybody.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Yeah. Alabaster white, I believe is what they call me.
Okay. Now, Tim, I know we're going to be getting to some birthdays.
Yes, we will. I'm so excited about it.
Are you aware that today is the birthday of the great Alan Sherman?
Hello, mother.
Yes.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
Now he has to rewrite the song.
Hello, Fada.
Yeah.
Hello, Mudda, Hello, Fada, of course. One of the great hits. International hit, by the way, translated into many languages.
Was it a hit in Grenada?
That's a fair question.
Translated into many languages, he says.
That's what he said.
Yes, it was.
Is that true?
Yes, it was.
They also had a board game called the Camp Granada game.
Did anybody translate it into comedy?
The Simpsons. There was an episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to do a version of that song with a planter on my head, and I do it as a Devo, which was like weird. But for some reason, people laughed.
Well, what was the joke?
Hello, mother. Hello.
Oh, you would do it like
I just sit there. I just hello, mother. Hello, father.
Well, I love it.
You know what? You know what?
When audiences were high. Those were good days.
Yes, I did too. I just loved when there was audience.
Let's move ahead here. Tim has his birthday tribute for us. A celebrity birthday.
I do.
Not just today, but every day.
But every day.
Go ahead.
Hey, everybody. It's time once again for Tim Cavanaugh's Cavalcade of Celebrity Birthdays. I'm comedian Tim Cavanaugh. Born back in 1831 was James Garfield, the 20th President of the United States. Now, I'm a big fan of presidential biographies, and one of the best is called Garfield, The Early Years, where I learned that he was our only president to start out as a cartoon cat.
Isn't that fascinating?
Who knew?
That is weird, yeah. Comedian Stephen Wright is turning 65 this week, making him eligible for Medicare. He met with his financial planner to discuss it and told him, I just hope I'm eligible for Plan B. because I think I got pregnant last night. I was on Molly. She's even more worried than I am. I don't do impressions. I don't.
You know what?
It was fine.
You sure don't.
I really don't.
Confidence, Josh.
And I spent a little bit of time working on that one. Here's an interesting one. Actress Lucy Liu turns 52. How do you do? Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
She's left-handed and was given the nickname Lefty Lucy Liu, which means if you're making love to her, you should do it counterclockwise, just like any other screw.
Tim's going blue. What is this?
No, Lefty Lucy, righty tighty with the screw is what he was
Lefty
saying.
Lucy, yeah. I'm just being polite. Now, this is true.
Wait a minute, hang on. Tom, you've never heard Lefty Lucy, righty tighty?
So is he implying that she's not tidy?
Oh,
No, he's talking about screws, but you're thinking screws.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See?
Which was kind of the play on words that I was kind of going for in that.
The insult is that she's somehow baggy.
Why don't we talk some more about
Alan Sherman?
The clever little twist that was there.
It's well, Tim has fallen down the stairs.
I am so.
Is that Chevy Chase?
What
the hell happened?
Tim, what's going on?
Unfortunately, I just noticed he has his guitar out. Now I'm really.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, you should be. All right, we're gonna move on. Well, see, I've got my microphone right on the very edge of this seat because my voice does not project very well because I'm just a little guy. All right, so that's all I'm going to say about that.
So whose birthday? I've lost my place. Whose birthday?
You know what? Here, okay, I'm going to go back to Lucy Liu.
Okay.
Okay. Now, this is true, and I didn't know this. Well, I guess maybe I did. When she was in college, she worked as a waitress at the Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase, where I'm sure I must have met her.
Right.
Because I worked there all the time. And she'd probably remember me because of the surefire opening line I had for the waitresses. I'd say, "Hi, could you get me a water and a Diet Coke?"
Oh, yeah.
Always works.
Nailed it.
Very nice.
And surprisingly,
echoey in here, Lucy.
surprisingly,
Lefty Lucy.
they would always come back. Lefty Lucy. Hey, born this week back in 1854 is John Philip Sousa, the man who wrote Stars and Stripes Forever. The prolific composer of patriotic songs died on March 6, 1932, which is now known as Sousa's Unfinished March.
What are you looking
I don't know
for?
if you guys are.
Well, you want me to throw a birthday at you, see if you've got anything?
Lucy Liu.
So where's your
No,
script?
don't do it. Don't do that. Don't do that.
The paper
well, you
is
can.
louder than your voice.
Let him
Go
do
ahead.
his job.
Let me do my little thing.
Yes.
Hey, well, I won't do my little thing because that would be a Jeffrey Toobin moment, and that wouldn't be good.
I'll give you $100. $200.
Right now. I'll give you 100. That's 200.
That's 400.
I'm not
you got.
working.
It's not working.
All right. Hey, Britain's Prince Charles just turned 72, and he still enjoys playing the cello. His wife, Camilla Parker Bowles, and finished second in the prestigious Favorite Wives of Prince Charles poll in the London Times. Yeah, runner-up again.
Yeah, it's hard to beat Diane. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, NBA.
Tom did not get that until Josh said Diana.
Yes.
That's what happened.
Yeah, Diana finishes first every year, and then Camilla Parker Bowles finishes second. Okay. NBA All-Star Dwight Howard celebrates birthday number 35 this month.
Wow.
A 7-inch growth spurt as he was going into high school prompted him to change his position from guard to forward. At just about the same age, I too experienced a growth spurt of almost 4 inches in my pants. That prompted me to change my choir position from soprano to tenor.
Oh, I see.
Sure you don't want me to do the Jeffrey Toobin thing? You sure?
Money's on the
You're
table.
up to $500.
Yeah, money is on the table.
We could do something naughty. All right, I'm sorry.
Listen to this.
You dropped your guitar.
Is this like the guy that has the violin on stage that he never plays? Is this your Penny Youngman prop?
This is the best Zoom ever.
Why do you have your guitar out?
I don't know, because I want to do because it's Chick's birthday this month, and so you know what? Let me just get the damn song out of the way,
Okay.
and then I can put the guitar down, and then maybe
Sounds
things
like
will
sincere
be
birthday
a little bit
wishes
better.
on the way.
It is. It's a song that I wrote especially for Chick. Chick, you'll like this. This is a nice song. All right. I got you a present and a birthday card and a beautiful cake with your name and stars. With a whole lot of candles, maybe more than you can handle. You'll need to live up to your nickname, Blowhard. With 3 scoops of ice cream straight from my freezer. Happy birthday to my friend Chick McGeezer.
All right.
Because he's old now.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Tim, very much. I appreciate it.
Isn't that nice?
Hang on.
Very nice.
There's the
okay.
put the
Off
guitar
the guitar.
So now I have
looks like
almost
it's cold
nothing
where you are. Throw that guitar on the fire.
And if you guys are talking to me, I'm sorry.
Oh, even better.
yeah.
I said, Tim, it looks cold where you are. Throw that guitar on the fire.
More paper. Okay.
You know what?
Poor Tim.
I don't
You guys
know.
are mean.
No, they're not. Yes, they are. Celebrating.
They say silence is golden, although we'd prefer something. It's awfully quiet.
You know, I believe, I can go back. We'll replay this. No, we'll never replay this segment. Celebrating birthday number 74 is Sally Field.
Oh.
The Oscar-winning actress suffers from osteoporosis, which causes her pain every time a fellow actor tells her to break a leg.
Oh, yeah.
That's a tradition in the theater.
Yeah, I think what's
You
happening.
don't say that to somebody with osteoporosis.
The music isn't playing, Tom. That's the
What's
problem.
a Sally Field?
Yeah, where's the music?
Oh, the music
Yeah, what
ran out.
happened to the music?
It's only 12:42.
I don't even know what that means.
12 minutes, 42 seconds. That's the best
Okay.
song. Okay. I can play it again if you want. Give me a second here.
I think we need it.
Yes,
Wait a minute,
please.
that mean we
I
got
do. I
another
do.
12 minutes?
Yeah, because this is not silence. This is something.
Yes. There's always.
This is a big improvement. All right. Milwaukee Bucks star Giannis Antetokounmpo turned 26 this month. He was born in Greece, which made it difficult for the doctor who delivered him to get a good grip. I can't believe you're laughing at that. Okay, good. Giannis lives with his girlfriend, and I'm not making this name up, Mariah Riddlespringer. I'm not making any of this part up. He was a star, and she was a star volleyball player in college, or she played for Rice. I'm sure she's getting better meals now since her boyfriend is playing for the Bucks. She's an athlete. She needs more than rice. Marge Helgenberger is celebrating birthday number 62, best known as a blood spatter analyst on CSI. When she was in college, she worked summers at a meat packing plant where she was a deboner. Those two jobs, deboner and blood spatter analyst, led to a lifetime of trust problems in her relationships with men.
Oh,
That is obscure.
She actually was a deboner in West Bend, Nebraska.
Okay.
A good affiliate. So, turning 32 this month is actress Zoe Kravitz. She's going to play Catwoman in the upcoming movie The Batman. Acknowledging her history of anorexia, the director will keep her on a strict diet of Friskies extra gravy pate, and the cast will be warned not to feed her table scraps. Because she's Catwoman.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to have to explain all these. All right. Born this month. Born this month back in 1800 was chemist and engineer Charles Goodyear. In 1844, after years of trial and error, he developed vulcanized rubber, the only prophylactic approved by Mr. Spock from Star Trek.
Certainly.
All right. We're almost done, you guys. You're doing very well. Hey, celebrating happy birthday number 57 is actress Felicity Huffman. She was recently released from prison for scheming to get her daughter Sophia into a better college. On the day of her mother's release, Sophia put out the following statement, and it's very, very sweet. My mother endured 11 hellish nights in a way too hard penile system that repeatedly violated her constitutional rights in such a way that her founding fathers/mothers/transgenders would be turning over in their graves or ashtrays if they were cremated, living up to the words upon which our country was founded, that all men are cremated equal. And in spite of her incarceration, she is still a great actress who can act out any human emotion, except for maybe innocence. And her so-called crime didn't matter anyway because I could get into just about any anniversary I wanted to, except for maybe some of the ones in Massachusetts.
Sounds like a bright kid.
Yes.
So, yeah, she needed help to get into college. That was kind of...
Yeah.
Are you shredding that in advance, I hope?
I have a shredder right here. I do.
Use it.
If I'd done it in advance, we could have saved everybody a minute. I'm going to finish this. 128 years ago this week.
Oh, my God.
This is hard work, you guys.
No, Tim, that's why we're laughing.
You've been sitting here listening?
Making it hard.
Tom's on fire.
You know what? Okay.
120 years what?
128 years ago this week,
Yes.
Supreme Court Justice Felix Frankfurter was born.
Oh.
He was appointed to the High Court way back in 1939. So for those of you who thought Steph Curry was the first hot dog on the court, you're wrong. It was Felix Frankfurter.
Of course, because that means hot dog.
Yes, Tom, thank you. This is working out better than expected.
I can't take it.
When are we going to be done?
We're not done with this joke yet. He turned out to be the deciding vote in the ACLU versus Armour hot dogs case, where they ruled that omitting Asian kids from the list of what kind of kids like Armour hot dogs was not intentionally discriminatory.
Okay. I need a pen and paper.
Okay, is that on the LSAT? We have run out of time. Do you have a closer?
I do. It worked out perfectly. I was just there, right there. The great singer-songwriter Eddie Rabbitt would have turned 78 this month.
Oh, I love him.
I do too. Less than a year after his death, his widow Janine revealed that she had found love again with a distant relative of her husband's. She said that she had become intimate with a Jack Rabbit, a highly recommended professional massager.
I don't get it.
Jack Rabbit is a vibrator.
It's a vibrator, Tom.
It's a very well-known vibrator that a lot of people are familiar with.
I had no idea.
And that was a relative of Eddie Rabbit.
I use the store-bought.
Jackie.
They are store-bought.
Jack Rabbit.
Jack Rabbit. Yeah, you can buy them in a store.
Well, that wraps up another edition of Tim Cavanaugh's Cavalcade of Celebrity Birthdays. Till next time, as if there's going to be a next time. Remember, who needs a calendar when you've got a Kavanaugh?
All right. Thank you very much. Right now, I turn to Josh because guess what?
What?
Ace Cosby is over there sitting in the Omaha Steaks Shoplifting.com. Special joke of the day. Desk joke is coming, but right now, speaking of Omaha Steaks, Josh, they got the best offer ever because what a great gift to send Omaha Steaks to somebody for the holiday season. What have you got?
Well, they have the Deluxe Grillers assortment. Listen to this. It includes 4 top sirloins, 8 boneless chicken breasts, 8 Omaha steak burgers, 8 gourmet jumbo franks. They misspelled gourmet. It says gourmet here. Plus, steak seasoning, scalloped potatoes, and caramel apple tartlets. Look, these caramel apple tartlets are the perfect dessert for the holidays. It's so wonderful. This is a wonderful package. I get one every year. Right now, you can get this mouth-watering package plus 4 free burgers and a free digital meat thermometer at an exclusive price available only to Bob and Tom listeners. That's a discount of over 50%. Just go to omahasteaks.com, enter the code BTS into the search bar. Omaha Steaks delivers guaranteed quality and safety. Excuse me, with every order. Deliver the perfect...
Just fantasizing a bite?
I seriously, my mouth seriously was watering.
You got a tartlet stuck in your throat?
And one of those jumbo franks are just...
they're unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Best hot dogs ever.
This really is the perfect gift. Send yourself something special and send these to everybody you know with Omaha Steaks shipped directly to your doorstep. That's the world's greatest steaks plus premium meats, easy meals, everything you need for a memorable gift or to stock up yourself. Get a jump on gift shopping with Omaha Steaks today. All backed by a 100% money-back guarantee. Go to omahasteaks.com, enter BTS, as in Bob Tom Show, in the search bar to shop the best gourmet gifts of the season. That's omahasteaks.com. BTS is your code word right in the search bar there.
Thank you very much, Josh. Thank you, Omaha Steaks. Coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day brought to you by Omaha Steaks. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You can find us on Twitter at Bob and Tom, or you can email us at bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello, Bob and Tom fans. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving weekend. Hope your NFL team did well yesterday, or perhaps tonight, or perhaps Tuesday night. There's a game Tuesday, you know, between the Steelers and the Ravens. A little COVID issue, so we hope that game gets in on Tuesday night. Chick McGee will have all the details in sports, because that's what Chick McGee does. Lets you know exactly what you need to know about sports here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Sunday Night Football, Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. He threw for 4 touchdowns, and they beat the slumping Chicago Bears 41-25 in Green Bay to pad their NFC North lead. Patrick Mahomes, 462 yards, 3 touchdowns. He outplayed Tom Brady, led the Kansas City Chiefs 27-24 win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Florida. Other NFL winners yesterday: Atlanta, Buffalo, Cleveland, Miami, Minnesota, the Giants, New England, Tennessee, New Orleans, and San Francisco. And in college football, for the 4th straight week, the top 8 teams in the AP College Football Poll stay in place. The top 8 look like this: Alabama, Notre Dame, Ohio State, Clemson, and Texas A&M, followed by Florida at 6th, Cincinnati 7th, and BYU is at number 8. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Did you just give this a second update from some guy who works at Kroger?
Yeah, Brian.
Yes, he wrote a thank you note.
What's wrong with you?
I appreciate
One guy at Kroger in Louisville's hijacked this show. Does that make any sense to you?
He's busy shuffling the broccoli.
No,
Not too busy to send us 2 emails.
Yeah, he's sitting on his ass looking at the produce is what he's doing.
Coming up, we have more
More
things.
Brian updates.
Thanksgiving requests.
Suck it, Brian.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Jim Gaffigan joins us in the studio. Jim is a veteran comedian and actor, famous for a couple of oddball appearances on Sex and the City.
But I am an actor and a comedian. But I'll tell you guys, I wish I was a film director just in everyday life. So when someone was telling me a boring story, I could just go, and cut. I didn't finish. We got it. That's a wrap. And cut. When you think about it, that would come in handy. You come home late, your wife's like, where the hell were you? And cut. All right, let's try it again. This time you don't care where I was. Actor, happy to see me. Let's try a topless. Action.
Another actor who wants to direct.
We'll be using that one.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
There was this bass player, and he was sitting in a bar just getting really, really drunk. He was mad at the world.
Yeah.
He had been fired from his latest job, mad at everyone, just angry, drinking. So he leaves the bar. He's very, very drunk. He's walking down the street. And across the street is a nun walking the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
Well, bass player runs across the street, knocks her down, and just starts kicking her and hitting her and going crazy.
A drunk bass player.
A drunk bass player. And he looks down and says, "You're not so tough now, are you, Batman?"
8 at Q95, it's the Bob and Tom Show.
She's Christy Lee. Did I hear the word snow?
Yeah, we have a mix of rain and snow today. Look for a high of 36, but then partly cloudy. Nice tomorrow. A little chilly, but at least the sun will be shining. 34 for the high.
Okay,
what are you laughing at, Joe?
We'll find out in a matter of seconds, I'm hoping.
Go ahead.
I want to remind you that the Ace Cosby joke of the day is on the way. I'll also remind you, one of the cool things, COVID-friendly, if you will, is the lights at the beautiful Indiana State Fairgrounds. It's so cool. And you stay in your car. And it'll probably be a little bit less crowded than it was this weekend, so you may want to get there on a weeknight. All the details are at q95.com. We've been twice already, so it's really fun. Little kids get a big kick out of it. You probably will, too. Get in the holiday spirit. Maybe with a little snow dusting around you. There you go. Once again, that's at the fairgrounds, the Christmas Nights of Lights. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hope you heard our last segment.
I do too.
That I can't wait. I can't wait for 6 months from now when we have Tim back for Chick's half birthday celebration.
Yeah.
Certainly look forward to that.
What a sincere, beautiful tribute.
I look around the room and I see a guy who's poised, ready to go in the starter's blocks. It's Ace Cosby coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day. Wait a minute. Why delay? Why wait when we can do that right now? Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, whatever that means, he's Ace Cosby, our engineer, and the mellifluous voice with the joke of the day.
Little insight in my life. I own a sword.
Yeah?
You do?
Surprisingly, doesn't weigh very much.
Huh.
It's my lightsaber.
See, light has several meanings.
Hence the comment.
Homonyms.
I don't get it.
It's a lightsaber is something from Star Wars.
Well, I know what that is.
And a lightsaber is a saber that doesn't weigh much, you see.
Lightsaber.
It's
Oh,
light.
it doesn't weigh much. I thought he said, never mind.
Yeah, I know. That enters into it.
I thought he said he didn't wave it much.
I know.
And I was like, what? Doesn't make sense
I
then?
just love that setup. Could you imagine if you were on a date?
I blame Kavanaugh.
You blame Kavanaugh? But could you imagine being on a date with someone and they just go, little insight into my life, I do have a sword.
Your craze is over.
No, a sword.
Yeah.
You're a psycho. You have a sword.
It's a great setup.
So it doesn't weigh much.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay.
It's my lightsaber.
Gotcha.
Right.
I think we all got it if we were paying any close attention.
I was paying attention.
Apparently not. Actually,
I actually used to have some kitchen bouquet.
What? Huh?
What'd you say?
Oh, earlier we were talking about kitchen bouquet. You used to
I didn't know what it was.
It might have been last week we were talking about it. But thanks, Ace.
Well, actually, we can do an unfortunate segue here. Sadly, there is some Star Wars news. Not happy news.
Yeah. Dave Prowse, the actor who played Darth Vader, has passed away at the age of 85.
Well, he walked around in the costume.
Prowse was born in Bristol, England, was a 3-time British weightlifting champion before becoming an actor. Director George Lucas saw him in A Clockwork Orange and asked Prowse, who stood at 6 feet 6 inches tall, to audition for the roles of Vader or Chewbacca in Star Wars. Thank you, Chick. Prowse later told the BBC that he chose Darth Vader because, quote, you always remember the bad guys. However, his lines were later dubbed by, of course, James Earl Jones.
That's because he had a voice like this.
He had an accent a bit.
Well, also, he couldn't hear him. He had the helmet over his head.
Luke, I am your father.
Pat Godwin, you're famous for the guys caught in a trunk. What would it have sounded like if they used the lines that Mr. Prowse said live?
Luke, I am your father.
Yeah, there you go.
Prowse appeared in Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and The Return of the Jedi. Prowse expressed some regret that Vader's mask led to complete anonymity. He said, all actors crave recognition, and I'd like to have some like Luke Skywalker and Han Solo. Fortune tends to follow fame.
We're talking about you now, aren't we?
He was a regular at Star Wars fan events, but was banned from official conventions by Lucas in 2010.
Why? What did he do?
Apparently, the two of them had a fallout, and he wouldn't allow him to do it anymore, Josh. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How strange.
You know, I hadn't heard that side of the report in any of the other obituaries. I'm glad I'm listening to the Bob and Tom show.
Yeah.
They did not get along, huh?
He was
Apparently
here.
not.
He was a really nice guy.
He was here, yeah.
David Prowse?
Yeah.
He was real nice.
Huh. What was he doing in here?
He was here?
He was here for some Star Wars
was
convention.
here.
He was sitting right where Josh is.
Yeah, you don't remember that chick?
Nope.
Yeah.
Don't remember it.
Wasn't that
Did I ask him about just walking around in the suit instead of acting? Is that
Right.
Yeah.
What, do you go from A to B? Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. All right, well, walk a little faster, a little slower.
Hot
I
in
can
that
do
suit?
either. Yeah, okay. Whip the cape around.
guys
Got
are
it.
You ever fart in that thing and have to live with it?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, those are we asked all those questions.
You ever dip your ball in R2D2? Huh? You ever do that?
Ever make fun of all those midgies running around the set? There were a lot of them, weren't there, pal?
Did you kiss Carrie Fisher? Everybody has.
Her breath smell like gin. Jesus, what's wrong with us? You ever hump that Jabba the Hutt costume?
What, do you suppose you ever met James Earl Jones?
I don't know. Probably not.
That would have been a nice picture, him and James Earl Jones.
We we talked to James Earl Jones, and he was really cool. He was super funny. I thought it'd be kind of intimidating, and
Yeah, with a voice like that.
not
sure.
at all.
Don't remember that either.
Oh,
I don't remember that either, Chick. I don't remember that. I do remember David Prowse being in here.
Well,
Because
don't get
he was
mad at us. Believe me, you'd rather we forget everything, okay, than what we go through.
But how do you forget talking to James Earl Jones?
So
I don't
what?
know.
So what?
Hey, he was in Sneakers, all right, with Robert Redford.
Look.
Hey, everybody makes a couple, bad moves.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm sure
just
he was
saying.
amazing in Fences. He was the original guy in Fences, I believe. August
Jack Johnson
Wilson.
On Broadway, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, now when we come back, I asked Pat Godwin to come up with
Christmas
song, since we want to kind of kick off the holiday season officially on our show.
Okay.
Pat, you had any luck with that?
I have, yeah.
Okay, good. Christmas. I want it to be kind of Christmas.
I didn't have much time. But.
Christmas 2020, kind of relating to the current circumstance where things are a little bit different. This Christmas.
This is part of the setup, ladies and gentlemen. Part of the setup.
Did you just write the song for?
For me, no. I did it.
Okay.
Pat got
I had a task.
Totally original.
I am the court composer.
So
I like that.
Isn't there a famous scene in Star Wars? Is it? I forget which one it is, where he takes off the helmet.
Yeah, Return of the Jedi, and it's not David Prowse either. It's a different actor.
So after all that, they take off the helmet. It's another guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
His head's all jacked up.
Oh yeah, real messed up. Yeah, the fires of.
So how old was Darth when he deserted his son?
Deadbeat dad?
Immediately.
Deadbeat Darth.
Yeah. Darth Evader of child support.
That'd be a pretty interesting sequel to the Jedi. Deadbeat Darth. The authorities go,
Luke, am I your father?
Luke, I paid nothing.
Why didn't he go on Maury? He's not the father. He's
Yes.
We'll come right back. We have Pat's new song coming up. Also, we have a town in Austria that has a very unfortunate name that's changing the name.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Like Fartsburg or something?
Worse.
Worse.
That story's over.
When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Everything about the show is at bobandtom.com. Check it out now. State law.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
Hey, treat yourself to a VIP membership at bobandtom.com. Makes a great holiday gift for the Bob and Tom fan in your life. Check it out. Bob and Tom's VIP premium service, the live 7-camera video stream of the show each and every morning. Jeff Oskey taking care of that for us. The Bob and Tom Show, commercial-free and on-demand with our daily podcast. And here's the key, access to the Bob and Tom archives and the album library. Check it out now at bobandtom.com/VIP. Makes a great holiday gift for the Bob and Tom fan in your life.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. The nation's top infectious disease expert says the United States may see a surge upon surge of the coronavirus over the coming weeks and he does not expect current recommendations around social distancing to be released before Christmas. Dr. Anthony Fauci, director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, also says it's not too late for those of you traveling back home after the Thanksgiving holiday to help stop the spread by wearing masks, staying distant, and, of course, avoiding large groups. Congress is returning to Washington for one last attempt at deal-making this year. The only absolute must, preventing a government shutdown December 11th. But lawmakers are also debating whether to deliver another round of coronavirus relief before President Donald Trump leaves office. A virus bill would provide funding for vaccines and testing, for reopening schools, and for helping small businesses. But the parties remain divided on details and, of course, the cost. And your president-elect, Joe Biden, will likely wear a walking boot for several weeks after breaking his right foot. The president-elect suffered the injury Saturday while playing with one of his dogs. A scan found tiny fractures of two small bones in the middle of Biden's right foot. At 78, he will become the oldest president when he's inaugurated in January. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I ordered a pizza, and it was a small, you know me, a small, tiny pizza, a cauliflower crust or whatever. And I felt so guilty having them deliver pizza for $10 to my house that I ordered a medium cheese pizza
For no one.
Wait a second.
I stayed at a hotel. I ordered a pizza and was waiting and waiting and waiting. And then I looked at the app and realized I had ordered it to my house. And I called my neighbors and said, there is a pizza on my porch if you would like to have it. And they ate it.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like Bud, some like Schmitz, but for me, it's
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
It's time again for Three Questions With.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Phil Mondor, and welcome to America's most concise interview show, Three Questions With, the exciting, fast-paced interview show where we ask three pertinent questions to today's biggest newsmakers. My guest today is presidential hopeful Ralph Nader. Welcome to the show, Mr. Nader. I see that you're sitting and ready to go forward with the interview. Are you comfortable, sir?
Yes. Thank you, Phil.
Didn't have any problems finding the studio, did you?
No problems at all, Phil.
Good. So, are you ready to begin?
Yes.
Thanks for being here.
This has been Three Questions With. Join us next week for Three Questions with Osama bin Laden. That's it. Three questions.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get some exercise.
What'd you do, dog?
So I screwed up. You know how too many times I say the wrong thing?
Yeah, right.
Well, Kathy's into this mail order stuff again.
902 Q95, it's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. A quick forecast from Christy Lee.
Q95, Fox 59 weather, brought to you by CarX. Mix of rain or snow, depending on where you are and what time it is. Right now, we're back to snow. Look for a high today of 36. Variable cloudiness overnight down to 26. Partly cloudy and 34 on Tuesday. It's 34 currently.
Thank you very much, Christy. Once again, I mentioned the lights. There's a bunch of cool light shows out there for the holidays. How about Christmas Nights of Lights at the Indiana State Fairgrounds? It's great because you stay in your car, stay nice and safe and warm. And guess what? You can find out more information at Q95.com, maybe even win some tickets. Check it out. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello once again to everybody. There's Willie right next to me. Patty G in the next room working on some secret song. I've got a very important letter I've got to get to in a second. Oh. Christy Lee's in the Navy Federal Credit Union.
Please tell me it's from Brian.
What's that?
Oh, we got to get Brian now.
We didn't hear from Brian?
No, Tim. Tim, they love you.
That chick's in the phone.
Tom was just joking with you, Tim.
Talking to Kavanaugh?
Okay, well, I'll talk to you after the show. All right. Yeah, he's a mess.
Sorry. Hope the shredders will. Welcome to the club. So a year from now, we can get
Don't say that.
Where was I? There's Chick. Ace is over there. Thank you very much for joining us. Willie's right next to me.
I actually held the phone up like I was on it.
It was very good.
It was good theater.
Good
act, good radio.
Thank you. Pat, on this program, we officially kick off the holiday season. after Thanksgiving, the way it's supposed to be. And we have opportunity to play some of our Christmas classics. But I've asked you to compose something new for the holidays because this year, obviously, a little bit different.
And I had that pretty good Thanksgiving 2020 song. You wanted something along those lines.
Yeah, I love that song. Celebrating.
And I hopefully have, it's a tall order, but I'll give it a shot here.
All right.
Over the river and through the woods, to grandmother's house we go. It's Christmas dinner 2020. Ho, ho, ho. Cousin Carol's in the kitchen. Mom and Dad are down the hall. I'm eating in the living room, separated by a wall. We're watching Christmas Story. Can you believe that lamp? And whatever you do, dear Lord, please don't sneeze on Gramps. Christmas 2020, not a lot of fun. Remember 2019, looking forward to 21. 2020's been a crap show. Stick a fork in it, it's done. Everybody's losing money except Amazon. Santa's got a mask on. I'm chopping the shallots. Uncle Jack's talking about the stuffing, but it has to do with ballots. We're trying to say grace. Dad's drinking eggnog out the carton. Dear God, get us the vaccine and bless you, Dolly Parton. Christmas 2020 at a distance of 6 feet. Throw me a roll and pass me the meat. We put Grandma in the attic. Everybody's presents are on the lawn. But we're still a family. God bless us, everyone.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, man. I can't believe I pulled that off.
It's a happy Christmas after all.
Sure. What, 3 new lines? I mean, it's not that
They
Hold
worked hard
on.
on that.
There were 5 new lines.
Excuse me,
Why don't
sir.
you call me after the show, Pat?
I like teasing you, Pat.
Okay, thank you very much. And next time, let's not use Gavin's mic. Let's see. Where was I?
That mean?
Here we go.
Hey, Ted?
Now, we have a very nice letter here.
Oh.
This is from Laura.
Hi, Laura.
In the Commonwealth of Kentucky. She's a nurse practitioner and going through testing lots and lots of people for COVID-19. Very exhausted, and patients are frustrated, long waits, blah, blah, blah. We all know what's going on. So she wants to hear, she couldn't remember who did this piece, but it involves the word friggin'.
Huh.
And
what?
Yes. She goes, she wants to hear it again.
Oh, your buddy Sean.
So she can utilize some of the phrases that are used in place of curse words. Now, this is a perfect opportunity. Thank you so much for this letter, Laura, and thank you for your service, obviously helping people out during this stressful time. Also, she says, by the way, Laura writes at the end, P.S. Christy Lee, you are a saint.
Oh, thank you.
You can never finish a story.
Oh,
I know it must feel like herding cats. We love you. Girls rule.
Aw, that's so sweet, Laura. Thank you.
Okay, and this will actually tie into a really funny news story.
Yep.
Why don't we do the news story first, then you'll see why it ties into the word friggin'.
An Austrian village with an R-rated name will be, I would call it X-rated, will be changing it to something a little more PG-13. Andrea Holzner, mayor of the small village of, ready?
Yep.
F***K ING, because I can't really spell the word because I got in trouble last time. Ms. Holzner told Austrian News that the town will be now known as Fugging as of January 1st, 2021. According to the German press agency, the small community with a population of about 100 people has been pushing for a name change after years of frustration with tourists photographing and stealing all their signs.
100 people? Doesn't sound like there's a lot of fugging going on.
Yeah, apparently not.
Once again, that's a hard G.
Yes.
That's what I said, but I understand your concerns.
Apparently, that name reflects better how that name of their town is pronounced by locals. Other nearby towns, such as Ober
effing.
and Utner effing.
Really? I wonder what that word means.
Utner.
It says Unter.
Unter.
That's what I said. Unter effing.
There's no way any of us get this right, so don't...
everybody be quiet.
They appear to retain their names for now, at least, so they're not going with Unter fucking.
Well, that That was just blatant.
I said fucking.
You got to hit that G.
I
just spell it. Just use the G.
Fugging.
I don't know. You got both of them. I don't know.
There's no way you got
You
both.
guys are hearing what you want to hear. This is that age-old game.
You know the famous Norman Mailer book, The Naked and the Dead, is he used FUG throughout the book.
Right.
Even though they were in combat, they wouldn't want the people to actually experience the war. And then, of course, there was the famous band, the Fugs.
Oh, yeah.
FUG. Famous, not particularly for any musical skill.
Right.
But I think it's one of those cases where the band name really outlived the sound of the band. But this is an interesting story.
Fairly common, it sounds like.
How would they get the name to begin with?
I'm sure that the translation is vastly different.
I thought that word always was the same everywhere, but
no. I know that it's, if I looked it up on a map and it's down from Finger Banger.
All right, see, I simply don't know the rules, and so I can't partake.
I know.
Yeah, I did a rule book.
Somebody's got to do something.
This is a long rule book.
We need to take a look at something.
Would the people who live there, would they be Fuggites?
Maybe, yeah. Right.
What?
I mean, it wouldn't be as simple as an ER, would it?
Fugonians?
It could be.
You know what? How about we just talk about fantasy football? This is dangerous.
Would they be Fuggers?
See,
why can you guys say this and I can't?
Now, again, Christy, we're all...
what the hell?
It was very close. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything.
All right.
Yeah, tough. That's tough.
It is tough.
Okay.
Tough. Next story.
Next story.
Let's play the Sean Maury bit.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that'll help.
Yeah, this is all about why you can't say those words.
Yeah.
Joining us in the studio, professional comedian Sean Maury is here with us. Sean, nice to see you.
I get annoyed by certain things, little things. People who use the word friggin'.
Friggin'?
What the hell is that? Make a stand. Either say the F word or say golly gosh darn. What does friggin' mean anyway? I'm almost mad enough to cuss. Don't push me. I'll say friggin'. I don't give a shooby dooby. I heard a funny word the other day. Cripes.
Cripes?
Some guy said, for cripe's sake. Who would that be? Jesus Cripes? The son of Gosh? Of the Church of Holy Moly. I'm not making fun of it.
Gosh.
I don't want to go to heck.
Bravo.
I believe in Jesus Christ and his mother, Jeez Louise. And all the disciples. Golly, gee, willikers, goody goody gumdrops, gee whiz, holy cow, by gum and sweet patootie. There's too much obscenity, really.
What do you mean now?
How about these kids you see wearing obscene T-shirts out in public?
Mm-hmm.
I see a guy who's wearing a shirt that says, shut up, bitch. What's he trying to prove? That his mother didn't dress him? Oh, Bobby, wear your shut up, bitch T-shirt today. You look so cute in that. I don't want to. Oh, come on, wear your blow me shirt. I mean, when I was a teenager, we wore T-shirts that said, make love, not war.
Right.
Now they say, eat crap and die.
Good
I don't think they're setting their goals high enough.
I'll bet it wasn't really crap, was it? Said something else in that shirt, didn't it?
I'm walking with my grandmother. A guy walks by with a T-shirt that says, eat me raw. I'm like, Grandma, I'm really sorry you had to see that. She said, oh, screw him. Wasn't screw either.
Was it Frig?
No, she made a stand.
She took a stand. Sean Maury, ladies and gentlemen, going out to someone named Laura, who's a nurse, doing a great thing right now. A public service for all of us. Thank you very much. And we're going to get some more requests on coming up throughout the week, especially for those overseas. We'd love to get something on for you, so let us know. Now, coming up, Brian checks in.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Is that right?
I can't wait.
Thank goodness.
As well as Reno Collier. Right now, I want to remind you, right now at Napa, you can get 20% off 3 or more items by purchasing the famous Napa tool bag for just $4.99. And then you get 20% off power tools, 20% off windshield wipers, 20% off oil, 20% off oil filters, and more. We call it the Napa Bag of Tricks. Quality parts, helpful people. You'll find them at Napa. They have Napa know-how, and you'll find this special offer at participating locations. Certain exclusions apply, may not be combined with other offers, and this offer ends today. So get it done right now at your favorite Napa Auto Parts store. When we come back, as I mentioned, hello from Brian, if you heard last week's show. Also, we've got George Clooney news and a little bit of something coming up from Reno Collier, comedian. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
Hey, Donnie Baker, Mark Allison here with you. For everything Bob and Tom, check out bobandtom.com. All the latest highlights, news, information, links to our social media, and, of course, much, much more. You can always contact us, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. Let us know a Christmas or holiday request, something you'd like to hear. It's been about 11 months, so let's get it on. It's time to celebrate the holidays right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Dave Prowse, the British weightlifter turned actor who played Darth Vader in the original Star Wars trilogy, has died at the age of 85. He passed away Saturday after a short illness. Some are saying COVID. Prowse represented England in weightlifting at the Commonwealth Games in the 1950s before breaking into movies. Physically, Prowse was perfect for the part of Darth Vader, but his lilting English West Country accent was considered less ideal, and his lines were re-recorded by, of course, James Earl Jones. If you were to choose a word that rose above most in 2020, which word would it be? Merriam-Webster today will announce pandemic as its 2020 word of the year. Pandemic rose to the top in March when the World Health Organization declared coronavirus crisis a pandemic. Interest in the word on the company's website, Merriam-Webster.com, has been through the roof this year for the word pandemic. And Cher was in Pakistan recently to trumpet the cause of Kavan, called the world's loneliest elephant. It appears those efforts were worth it. After languishing for years in a decrepit zoo, the elephant has been packed into a huge metal box. That's the first step in being flown to a sanctuary in Cambodia, where he can finally enjoy the company of other elephants. Cher was among those seeking Kavan's removal from the zoo, where conditions were so bad a court ordered the facility closed back in August. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I drive over there, get in line. I'm in line for 15, 20 minutes. Get up to the thing, and the lady goes, I said, I'd like autumn harvest soup. And she goes, sir, this is Chick-fil-A. I didn't notice until I got all the way up there.
Do you ever once look out your car window and go, man, I should have gone to the Panera over there?
Nobody in line.
So now,
Jessica, now isn't that Chick-fil-A right next to the Panera Bread?
It is.
There are banks next to gas stations, but you don't pull up to the ATM and try to get unleaded.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
You know us. We're Amish Bell. No poles, no wires, no phones, no nonsense, no shiny objects. That's Amish Bell. And now, new from Amish Bell, call waiting.
Hello, Graber. How's the farm?
Good, Carl. Good to see you. Oh, wait a minute, Carl. I see Fritz is here waiting to talk with me.
Okay, Graber. I'll just stand here and wait.
Hi, Fritz. I'm talking to Carl right now. Can you wait for a moment?
You're fine, Graber. I'll just stand here.
Okay, Carl. Now, where were we?
Call waiting. Another new world convenience from the old world minds at Amish Bell. Remember, we take Visa, quilts, and cheese. Amish Bell, leading you into the 19th century.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 7 hours. No, 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time and saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmonds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
9:21 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
And the word snow is officially in the forecast, Christy Lee?
Yeah, a mix of rain and snow today. Look for a high of 36. Variable cloudiness overnight, low 26. And then tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high of 34. At last check, we had 34 degrees.
Okay, your mouth okay? I mean, the soap taste.
This is all in your head. I said the wrong. I did not mess that up.
No, is your mouth okay?
Okay, all right. I'm just saying, no, there's some filthy.
Blah, blah, blah.
It's time to a little reprimand, if I could spell
I did
that
not
word.
say.
Potty mouth.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Once
Dirty
again,
talk, dirty talk.
Christy Lee foaming at the mouth from the thorough washing out her mouth
I
with soap.
didn't do
we had to
anything wrong. And I stand by that. Listen to the tape.
Tape's got a big beep in it.
No. You're hearing what you want to hear.
So go around the horn here. Ace Cosby's over there at the luxurious OmahaSteaks.com joke of the day desk. There's Chick McGee. This is Tom speaking. That's Willie G. Pat Godwin is over there in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom where she curses like a sailor. It's Christy Lee.
Yep, that's me.
Taste of soap. Let's see, who did I miss?
I prefer Ivory.
Josh Arnold is at the beautiful IHateStevensinger.com sidekick desk and chair. We have been joined, I think, there he is, by the handsome Reno Collier, professional
Good morning,
comedian.
my friends.
Reno, how are you? I'm
hear you? Good.
Oh, there we go. I can hear you now. Now, Reno, you just missed an interesting story coming out of Austria. I saw this over the weekend. It was in many news articles.
Many.
The articles were full of news, and they repeated it many times. A village in Austria has a very unfortunate name. You would spell it with 2 stars in the middle, F, 2 stars, K-I-N-G. That's the name of the town. They're renaming it literally. They're putting the 2 G's in the middle of it, so it's going to be Fugging. And yes, no need to.
Yeah, careful.
Yeah.
You'll get in trouble.
No, I know, Christy. I heard your thing. You know, it's years ago I was on the show and we were talking about John Fox, and I started doing, my mom was listening. I started doing the 2 firemen are, and right then somebody hit the thing to click it. And I called my mom. I'm like, what do you think? She goes, they played the commercial right in the middle. It was like, it's the Bob and Tom show. Like right over when I was trying to go into. Why do they play the commercial when you're talking? I'm like, because, you know.
Yeah, very unfortunate.
Yeah.
So in any event, but what's the odd part of the story is that there are 2 similar towns not too far away.
Not changing their name.
Yes.
Oh, okay. They're sticking with it.
Yeah, and apparently that sound that that unter is pronounced with an O sound.
Oh, okay.
Not unter?
Not unter. That would make it extraordinarily awkward. Yeah, so we're going to go with the ooh, not the
Unter.
Okay, good to know. Thank you. One of my German-speaking friends just informed me of that.
Thank you.
Unter.
Okay, now, we have a couple of things we promised we would get to. You're doing okay? Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
I had a great Thanksgiving. It was small. Brined and smoked a turkey.
All right.
Had my niece and nephew. My little nephew is 10, and he's memorized my entire act from YouTube, which made the dinner very interesting. And like, I'm caught in that. Like, I am so proud of you for memorizing my act. I'm going to let you get away with saying whatever you want as long as you're repeating me. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this: Did he get any laughs with it?
Oh, tons.
Yeah.
Oh, I killed it.
I was going to say, who hasn't memorized your act, huh? Come on.
Is that how we're doing this morning?
Yeah,
That's the way it's been going.
Yeah, you didn't hear.
I heard what you did to the point. I'm gonna get my guitar and play, and you can tell me to put it in the shredder. I've been listening to you.
So now, did you cook your turkey in the big green egg?
I did, yeah, on a rack. It was good, man.
How long did that take?
About 5 hours.
Oh wow.
At 285, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah,
It was
slow.
delicious. Slow, and it was delicious.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
I cook like there's 50 people coming, but there isn't. So the refrigerator's annoyingly full.
Same
of
here.
Stuff hanging out.
Me too.
Yeah.
This probably has to be the greatest amount of leftovers in the history of our culture.
Turkey dressing cranberries 3 nights in a row. It's like,
Oh, dude, I'm still on board. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm having it for lunch.
I should probably. How long can you keep the turkey in the fridge?
I'd say
About 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
What?
I think 6 weeks at the outside.
And I heard that turkey keeps longer if you cover it in mayo.
Oh, really?
And leave it outside. Yeah, the oil sort of.
That's a little tip for you. Yeah.
Okay, well, certainly good to know. Now I know that you are no longer a drinking man.
Quitter.
But
Trust me, during the holidays, this will be one I don't ruin. You know?
Yep. Christy had a story earlier that I thought was interesting. It seems like every time you turn around, there's some new celebrity with a new bourbon or gin or whatever. And the latest one is Queen Elizabeth.
Yes.
And what was the name of her? It's a gin.
Shottingham gin. Named after her. Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Certainly. So
Crown Royal was taken.
Yes.
Shottingham gin.
Yeah, that's interesting that they don't have a trademark on it.
I wonder if we can buy that here.
I don't know.
I'll get that from my French 75s, which somebody else called a French 77. Now, come on.
What are you even talking about?
It's a cocktail made with gin.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you were.
That I talked about on the air, and now it's everywhere. It's like unbelievable.
What is it again?
It's like a old French cocktail that came out, I don't know.
What's it called?
The French 75.
I was thinking that it'd be just 69 with 6 guests. and they're all smoking.
It's a weird concoction, but it's very refreshing and light. And
all right. And so, wait a minute. Okay, so this, you said this too. Prince Charles has his own gin called Highgrove House.
Right.
Yeah. Were you ever a gin guy?
Nah, man. I puked on it the first time I ever drank when I was like 14 and never went back.
Yep, Reno, I have that exact
same
thing.
here. That seems to be the story with gin.
Not for gin for me. For me, it's green apple vodka, but yes.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
What theater party were you at?
I made such a thing.
Any vodka that's been poured into a water bottle. So.
Apple tea.
Hey, how you doing? Just going to the basement.
I drank glazed donut vodka here on the air one morning.
Oh, boy.
The horrible hangover.
Yeah.
It was awful.
So is the Queen?
I could barely drink the second bottle.
Is Queen Elizabeth a noted drinker?
She's not a noted drinker, but on The Crown, she's had a nip or two. I mean,
yeah, she drinks on the. I would drink.
She actually drinks every day. I've heard. Seriously, no joke.
Are you serious?
Really? Part of her thing, yeah.
Huh.
I heard they find her asleep a lot in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, that's
same amount at dinner. She has a nightcap.
Right there on the floor.
Famous for hiccups and errant farting.
Yep. The corgi's licking her face.
Sorry, I have no idea.
That's why she had the corgi. Hide her farts. Yeah.
Okay.
Blame it on the dog.
I fought it's rolling gas.
Now, who's the really good actor that has his own gin?
Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, that's it.
He has Aviation Gin, I believe is what it's called. Yeah. And then Ian Somerhalder from Lost has a bourbon.
What?
Yeah. Ian Somerhalder from Lost has a bourbon.
Was he the guy from the band?
No, he's the hot guy who dies in the first season. Boone. Boone. Watch that show. He's objectively the hottest guy in the first season.
I think he's on Yellowstone right now. Actually.
What's his name?
Ian Somerhalder.
Ian Somerhalder. I believe he's also in Vampire Diaries.
Is he the guy that sings? The little cowboy that sings on Yellowstone?
That
guy's good.
What's his name?
That guy's good.
Bingham. That's
yeah.
Good show.
Brian
Are
Bingham.
you talking about the guy that was in Dazed and Confused, and now is in Yellowstone, and he's about to be the sexiest man on earth?
I think that you're right. Was he in Dazed and Confused? Maybe.
He was in Dazed and Confused. He had the big paddle in the back of the truck, and they'd chase everybody down and whack them with it.
Yeah, maybe so.
That guy's freaking great
It's
in
not
Yellowstone.
the guy. It's not the guy I'm thinking of, though.
So he has his own bourbon. So Sammy Hagar, didn't he start it all with his own tequila? And then I'm actually going somewhere.
Then George
with this.
Clooney, of
this
course,
leads
made
to George,
tons of money.
George Clooney, who made millions and millions of dollars when he sold his. Was that vodka or gin?
It was tequila.
Tequila, okay. I bring this up because I don't know if you heard about this, Reno, but George Clooney made a big splash talking about the Flowbee haircut machine. And do you have that story, Christy?
Yeah, George Clooney revealed he's been cutting his own hair for the last 25 years. In an interview on CBS Sunday Morning, the Oscar-winning actor and filmmaker said, quote, "My hair is really like straw. It's easy to cut. You can't really make too many mistakes. So years ago, I bought a thing called a Flowbee, the thing with the vacuum cleaner and clippers. He added my haircuts take literally 2 minutes."
He's lying.
He's not alone.
Yeah.
According to Fortune magazine, Flowbee sales surged when the coronavirus pandemic limited access to salon and barbershops across the country. The device first marketed it in the late 80s, became entrenched in popular culture, and has even been spoofed in movies as well as TV shows, including Wayne's World and, of course, Glee.
Right. No, he's joking around.
He's got a piece of it.
You think so?
I do think so. Yeah, he's had.
This is like when a guy says, "I did all my own stunts."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was me jumping off the bridge.
Why you just don't think he's not?
His hairstyles has adjusted in the last 20 years. He hasn't had the same hairstyle for 20 years.
It's not the same. Not only that,
He had the real famous close crop thing.
Yeah, the Caesar for a
way
while.
early.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you drink a lot, sell your own booze, and cut your own hair, you don't look like George Clooney.
Exactly. I cut my own hair, and I look like a guy who cuts his own hair.
Yeah, me too. I know.
Has various attachments.
Does it?
It can adjust to the height of your
Josh,
hair.
your hair does look pretty good.
Thanks.
Now, in order to look like Clooney, we'd need to have some pretty drastic plastic surgery done.
Sure.
And other things.
Right, I don't have the face of a Cloon.
Chick, have you ever cut your own hair? No?
I'm thinking about it, though.
You're right,
Really?
Chick. I mean, there is a chance he does, but doesn't it seem doubtful? I mean, he's Clooney. He can get anybody over there. And
This is a guy who gave like his 15 best friends $1 million.
That's so awesome.
That is awesome.
And a Flowbee, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. He open the big package first. His buddy opens it up. Oh, gee, thanks, Georgia. A Flowbee.
No one-
I'll open this other one when I get home.
I
No,
bet
it's $1
that's
million
what-
in cash.
I bet that's what he did do, because he's a big joker, you know.
I
likes
did
to
read somewhere that
practical
when he
joke.
gave them $1 million, it was quite literally in cash.
Yeah, in some awesome suitcases or
Yeah,
something.
they had to meet somewhere, and there was
very cool
a truck there and a bunch of security people.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hope they paid their taxes on that gift.
Yeah. I'd make them cut their own hair before they get the money.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the woman speak. Did you hear that ruin such a guy thing? Did you hear
Paid
it?
their taxes on it.
Well,
they probably.
you know, the IRS was looking at that going,
Yeah, who was the guy from Survivor, the first winner that won $1 million very publicly?
Richard Hatch.
Richard Hatch.
And didn't pay the tax. They're never going to know. Sure, it was the most watched TV show in years.
Sure.
Okay. What else have you got over there, Christy Lee?
Hey, the first issue, speaking of George Clooney, of a Batman comic has sold for a record-breaking $1.5 million.
Wow.
A copy of 1939's Detective Comics number 27, the first to ever feature the Dark Knight, was sold unrestored but graded fine/very fine, a 7.0 by Certified Guarantee Company. It sold during the first session of Heritage Auction's 4-day comics and comic art event. The highest price ever achieved for a Detective number 27 comic was $1,075,000 10 years ago. The record for the most expensive comic ever sold was set in 2014 when a 9.0 copy, I guess this is a 10.0 scale, I'm guessing, of Action Comics number 1, featuring the first appearance of Superman, Sold for $3.2 million on eBay. Yeah.
The guy saved up all that money by never going on a date.
Yeah.
And your mom threw your Superman, Batman.
Every guy hears this story and goes,
away, right?
If only my mom hadn't thrown out fill in the blank. Isn't that even true? That's true of video games now, right?
Yes.
Is it?
Pokemon cards, too. Pokemon cards go for thousands.
Are you serious?
Isn't that wild?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Do we still have those?
Are you serious?
Notebooks of them?
I'm pretty sure you threw them away.
No, I know I didn't.
Well,
Remember, we had those notebooks with the sleeves.
That's his face. He threw them away.
No, I remember because we had them, and then I went to camp one summer, and then I came back and I go, "Where are these?" Go, "Oh, they're in storage now."
There you go. Yep.
I've never thrown anything away.
Gonski.
Yeah, no,
Somebody
most of the
did.
stuff that you haven't thrown away is at my house.
No, you don't throw newspapers away. You keep all those.
I don't get newspapers anymore. I read it online, but no, I didn't toss them. I bet they're in Sam's basement.
Wow. Yeah, you'll probably find them sometime.
Okay, well, good to know. Oh, hey, we have to review Today in History. I'm sorry, I forgot to do that.
Oh, all right.
Gosh, is it that time already?
For Today in History.
We've already reviewed the most important thing, Reno. I'm sure you're aware of it. You probably have a celebration at your house. It's the birthday of...
Mark Twain.
I was going to say the birthday of...
Oh, my Lord.
It's Alan Sherman's birthday.
Oh,
Hello,
that's awesome.
Mother.
This guy.
Hello, Father.
This guy.
Here I am at Camp Granada.
Live audience.
Hilarious.
Camp is very
By the way,
Here comes another joke. Let him go. It's
entertaining.
Yeah.
And they say we'll have some fun if it stops raining.
it's a great song.
How is that a laugh?
There's the Camp Granada game. One of our listeners sent me pictures of his. That's got to be fun.
All hours.
Yeah, I spent the weekend playing the game of life with my 7-year-old.
Oh, did you? The real game of life? You serious? The board game?
Yes, very annoying.
Is Art Linklater still on the
What
money?
do you mean very annoying?
I don't know. That's a good way. I just...
Why do you find a board game annoying? How can that
I
happen?
hate board games. I had to sit there for...
That's got a good spinner, though. The spinner makes a satisfying sound.
Yeah, that white spinning thing.
It's like a miniature big spinning wheel.
But I told her it has to spin around all the way once, and she gets up there and goes, "Oh, look, it's on the 10. That's because you moved it 2 slots."
Yeah, she is cheating.
She's a cheater.
Apparently, she's a notorious cheat.
She cheats and chooses and ladder when she plays with me. Yeah, big cheater.
Who hates board
No
games?
integrity. I'll say it.
I played
I always heard the dirty. Do you remember the other version of that where it's like, "Hello, mother. Hello, father. Welcome to Camp Marijuana. Pot is good here. Shrooms are better. I'm so messed up I can hardly write this letter." You remember that one?
No, I love that.
That's not bad.
funny.
Now you got something.
Now, Pat and I are going to try to write a version of this for Christmas.
Oh, a Christmas version of that?
Okay, let's see. Now, we do have some birthdays today. 1667, Jonathan Swift. You want to take this one, Josh?
Jonathan Swift?
Jonathan Swift.
A wonderful satirist. He wrote Gulliver's Travels and, of course, a Swiftian proposal, a modest proposal, which is a classic.
Also ran a 4.340.
Who knew? Yeah, he's that fast. That's Swift, if you will.
Very swift.
1835, as someone just shouted out, Mark Twain.
I shouted it out because it's Mark Twain's birthday today.
Okay.
I like Mark Twain.
Sure.
Mark Twain's real name, Samuel Rabinowitz. Who knew? Yeah.
Well, and his real name, Hal Holbrook.
Oh, dude, I would still go see Hal Holbrook do that.
I would too.
I've always wanted to. Have you guys seen him?
No.
You ever talked to him? Let's talk about Hal Holbrook.
We did, actually.
Better dig him up. Shouldn't we dig him up?
No, he's still with us. No.
He's doing great.
Wife's dead.
This is a big day for serious people's birthdays.
Like who?
Winston Churchill.
Oh.
Never give up.
I have to drink gin today in his honor.
And I love that movie.
Darkest Hours.
Josh and I went to see it together. It was great.
We did, yeah.
Gary Oldman won the Oscar for wearing a Muppet suit.
Oh, well, way more than makeup, you fool.
Wow. Hey, I'm Winston Churchill now. Okay,
It was great.
all right.
Alan Sherman, once again, born 1924, sadly no longer with
Also
us.
inventor of the tank.
Dick Clark?
Oh, his birthday's today?
Really? Yeah, we have everybody.
Man.
Everybody.
It's everybody's birthday.
It's Alan Sherman's birthday.
Alan Sherman and Dick Clark. That says it all for the middle part of the 60s.
Billy Idol, Mandy Patinkin, Ben... the list goes on. I don't have time to read it all.
Ben Stiller?
Yeah. Some great people. Well, time now to.
I understand Ben's kind of a.
I forgot. We got to get on this. We've got to get on this.
What?
We got to
Get on
send,
what?
We've got to send Reno some steaks.
Yes.
From Omaha Steaks. I promised we would do that for you.
Why don't you go check your mail now, Reno?
I love it.
Yeah, we'll get those to you for your green egg. Right now, I want to remind you that Willie, my son, has really gotten into cooking with HelloFresh.
Yeah, I love it.
What'd you do this weekend?
I did some sort of like panko crusted chicken thing with sour cream on it and veggies, roasted
you
carrots.
You don't have to know what it is. It's good. Right?
HelloFresh is the #1 meal kit in America, and the simple recipes come to your home in the box. And the beauty of that is they've done the shopping, they've done the measuring. You put it together. They've got easy to follow cards, and you order whatever kind of food you want. Family friendly, vegetarian, local. What are you into? HelloFresh, once again, the #1 meal kit in America, and now they're making it so that you really can't resist this offer. HelloFresh.com. The code is BTShow90 for $90 off, including free shipping. This is the best offer they've ever had. HelloFresh.com. The code is BTShow90, $90 off, including free shipping. This is their Black Friday sale that's continuing. A limited time only, so I'd get on this right now. HelloFresh.com. The code is BTShow90. The food is fresh and delightful, and you put it together. They've done all the measuring and all the shopping for you, so you'll save a bunch of money. HelloFresh.com. BTShow90 with free shipping on this special offer. Just remember, BTShow90. Like Bob Tom Show 90 to save $90. When we come back, we'll have a bunch of other cool stuff. We have so much stuff to get to, including It's Not Dead Yet. Radio Shack's coming back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
Hey, Floyd, Mark Allison here with you. You're rolling through a Monday morning. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving weekend. Coming up on Tuesday, Jess Hooker, co-host of Bits and Pieces, will be dropping by, and comedian Kostaki Economopoulos catching us up on the NFL. Again, we've got a Monday night game tonight and even a Tuesday night game on tap for tomorrow with the Steelers and the Ravens playing. So it should be some interesting content for Kostaki, and we'll catch up with him tomorrow. But first, we'll find out what we learned on the show today, coming up right after this.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Sunday Night Football, Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers He threw for 4 touchdowns, and they beat the slumping Chicago Bears 41-25 in Green Bay to pad their NFC North lead. Patrick Mahomes, 462 yards, 3 touchdowns. He outplayed Tom Brady, led the Kansas City Chiefs 27-24 win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Florida. Other NFL winners yesterday: Atlanta, Buffalo, Cleveland, Miami, Minnesota, the Giants, New England, Tennessee, New Orleans, and San Francisco. And in college football, for the 4th straight week, the top 8 teams in the AP College Football Poll stay in place. The top 8 look like this: Alabama, Notre Dame, Ohio State, Clemson, and Texas A&M, followed by Florida at 6th, Cincinnati 7th, and BYU is at number 8. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Did you just give this a second update from some guy who works at Kroger?
Yeah, Brian.
Yes, he wrote a thank you note.
What's wrong with you?
I appreciate
One guy at Kroger in Louisville's hijacked the show. Does that make any sense to you?
He's busy shuffling the broccoli.
No,
Too
he's
busy to
not.
send us 2 emails.
Yeah, he's sitting on his ass looking at the produce is what he's doing.
Coming up, we have more
More Brian updates.
Thanksgiving requests.
Suck it, Brian.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom all the time in your ear.
I recently got married, and
boy.
Yeah, and my wife changed her name. I know some women have a problem with that, but I wanted her to have my old girlfriend's name.
She must really love you.
Call me old-fashioned, but
Hell, you got the tattoo. Why not?
my wife actually got pregnant on our wedding night.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, not by me. It was a crazy night. But either way, I'm getting a brother. So. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I don't think her parents like me, though, because apparently when you meet someone's mother, you're not supposed to hug her and go, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And if their dad's short, don't try and pick him up.
Oh, you're like a little baby, Dad.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
You have the distinction of looking like a 19-year-old Brian Dunkelman.
Thank you. No, he doesn't look anything like
think.
He doesn't look like Dunkelman.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
We all agree.
No, he looks like a young...
I get the what's his name, the lead singer of Green Day sometime.
Oh, yeah,
Billy
Joe.
Joe.
Billy Joe, yeah.
Billy,
That's good.
Billy Joe.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
ladies
sure.
like Billy Joe.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I also look kind of like a hobbit, which is not as sexy as being a rock and roll guy.
Hobbit?
You're a tall hobbit.
Well, it's because of the hair on his feet.
It is. It's large feet. I love eating bread and
No, I mean,
questing.
I'm not trying to.
846 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Why are you shouting?
Because I can't see you. Oh, there you are.
Oh, God. Look at how hot Bobby Gentry was.
Sorry.
Just the
What?
hottest.
Yeah, she
Me
was.
and Bobby McGee, Bobby Gentry?
No.
Oh, that's Bobby.
Ode to
That's-
Billy Joe.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Maybe you could work on that, Pat. Ode to Billy Joel. It's not bad. I had that earlier.
You jump off a bridge every time we didn't start the fire.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, Christy has a quick forecast update.
Yeah, we're going to see some snow today. Less than an inch of accumulation, mainly in central Indiana, but an inch or two if you go to the north or east of us. High today, 36, and then partly cloudy, 34 tomorrow. It's currently 35 degrees.
Thank you very much. They call it the Christmas Nights of Lights, Indiana State Fairgrounds, happening now. Get in the car. You'll be nice and safe and see some cool Christmassy stuff. We've already been twice. It's a lot of fun. It was packed over the weekend. Maybe it'd be good to go on a weeknight like tonight. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see now. He's chuckling over there. It's Ace Cosby, apparently.
You think I'm yelling?
Well, you were just then, kind of.
Oh, maybe I am.
Okay. That's Chick McGee. There's Josh. I'm Tom. There's Willie. Patty G's over there on the big screen in the next room. I can see him, though. They got the cameras up and running. And Christy Lee is in the Florida room, we're calling it. It's
Yes,
actually
sir.
the Navy Federal Credit Union News
It's always bright and sunny in here.
newsroom.
Tom, it's funny you said that.
Why is that?
I was informed this weekend that I laugh in my sleep.
No kidding.
Really?
You laugh in your sleep?
Just running bits alone in your bed, laughing to yourself?
Well, I'm glad somebody gets a laugh out of it.
Ace, of course, at the OmahaSteaks.com joke of the
Somebody's
day
laughing,
desk. I enjoyed today's joke very much.
You're the one.
Now, let's see, where was I? I know. Christy Lee had a couple more stories over there. Christy,
Radio Shack attempting yet another comeback by going online this time. A pair of entrepreneur investors have scooped Radio Shack and plan to make it competitive again with an online marketplace as well as an Amazon storefront. They hope to have Radio Shack opened by the end of the month. The company will celebrate its 100th birthday in 2021.
Huh.
Well, you got to find a place to buy a fax machine.
I need a transistor.
Yeah,
And a couple of resistors.
RCA cables.
Capacitor.
Remember
wires? Okay.
Was that a...
Yeah.
Wasn't there an ad that showed someone holding up a cell phone and everything in the background?
Everything in the ad is on our phones now.
Yeah, everything in the Radio Shack ad. Yes.
A video camera, a TV, a VCR, everything.
Wow.
I think the only thing that'll save Radio Shack is a time machine.
Answering machine.
Yeah, I hope they sell flux capacitor.
Well, I'm sure they're going to sell current products.
Of course they are.
Gosh.
I hope they do their best.
The first thing I ever bought at Radio Shack, I'll never forget.
Nobody asked.
It was a poodle dog with a transistor radio in it.
Really?
Yep.
I'm a big fan.
That sounds adorable.
It was adorable. I
But
loved it.
Tons of stuff there. So, and I know today's Cyber Monday, but do yourself a favor and uncyber yourself and go support your local restaurants and stores today and buy something at a brick and mortar.
What did you buy at Radio Shack?
Oh God, all kinds of
batteries.
Stuff.
I bet.
Boom boxes.
Remember, he was at that one over here by the Starbucks all the time.
We used to go to that every Saturday. Me and my dad, we'd get in the vet, and then we'd go to Starbucks, and then we'd go to that Radio Shack.
Yep.
So fun.
Did he ever do this? Oh, Willie, go over there and talk to that girl and tell them if they want to come over here, I'll buy them a cup of coffee.
Was there any of that, huh?
Are you a good wingman, Will? Go get your cast from the car. Make it look good.
No, not that one. The one that looks like Jackie Gleason.
No, the one that looks like a young Mary Travers.
Well, I wish we had time to dwell on this. We don't because, by the way, Brian checked in. He's stocking the shelves at Kroger, doing just fine somewhere in Louisville. Thank you, Brian.
And if you want more on that, me and Brian from Kroger are actually going to be starting a fantasy football podcast. So,
fantastic. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah. Time now for Things We Learned Today, brought to you by Grainger. Delivering the products to keep your facility running is what Grainger does best. They've been doing it for 90 years. Visit Grainger.com for whatever you need, whenever you need it. Grainger, for the ones that get it done.
It's a drinking game. Every time you hear someone say Cyber Monday today, do a shot. Or don't.
Nobody's saying it.
Go support your local stores. No, I know. Let's see. Chick went grocery shopping early yesterday.
I did. There was a big old Karen right there.
She was in the way of your cottage cheese, apparently, for quite some time.
She was thinking about something.
Josh cut his own hair. Looks pretty good.
Thank you very much.
And speaking of that, apparently George Clooney uses a Flowbee.
I hope that's true.
To cut his own hair. Well, at least that's what he says.
Wants to be sincere. Nobody else takes him serious.
This is a surprise. Happy birthday, Alan Sherman.
Oh, what a shock. I haven't heard that.
Oh, boy.
Please tell us everything.
Big day.
American hero.
Josh cooked his turkey. He was unable to find the giblets. When he eventually started carving it, he found they were still inside. Fortunately, they were in a paper container, not in a plastic bag.
And I've gotten 85 windbags telling me I have to check the neck hole, not the ass.
The neck hole?
That's
true.
Area.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, slow down, Chris.
Yeah.
I know you don't like your next door neighbor. It's not necessary to say that about him. We learned about some dangerous toys. Don't get it for your kids. My favorite is the rooftop trampoline, or the barrel full of murder hornets. A very poor choice.
Yes.
We found out that Christy Lee loves John Stamos.
I do love John Stamos.
Handsome, very handsome.
I have a one wreath that I lit over the weekend.
How about that?
It's very complicated. I've received several windbags about what I did wrong. Let's see. Josh suggests I start using the phrase, "Excuse me, Kelly, I've got to go use the crapper."
I just want to know how it goes.
Do not talk that way. There's a woman that has 15 M&M tattoos, and you should Google this because they are the best. They are really well done.
My favorite's the red ones. Yeah.
They're very, very good. And I enjoyed Larry King using the term shindig.
Yeah.
Shindig, shins, and the digging. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Check out the Bob and Tom Show app and let your voice be heard. Our contact info is right there.